Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Shadow the Broker 128 Under a Black Sun. I'll be your GM for the evening. I'm David, and let's start with introductions, starting with Erdo up here.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Kale. I'm playing Erdogan Sale. He's a Force-sensitive archaeologist and rebel agent who probably shouldn't be on Coruscant.
All right, next, Nina.
I'm Katie. I'm playing Nena. She is a Zeltron performer who is actually, on the run from Black Sun. So she's got to get a good disguise, but definitely has hate for Black Sun.
Oh man, that's great. It's everybody's going to be having all kinds of wonderful background here. All right, next, Rogesh.
Ragesh is a former Imperial spy, and he was high up in the ranks of the ISB, and yeah, so it's going to be interesting for him to be back on Coruscant.
All right, Dara.
Hi, I'm Shadowcat. I am playing Dara. She's a gunslinging pilot sharpshooter of the chess. Yep, she's been on Coruscant once before, and she thinks she has a way to get on this time.
All right, and last but certainly not least, Kavasek.
Kavasek is a small pacifist male Solonian who may be the only core worlder amongst this group. I'm not sure exactly, but so he is a native of Solonia. Probably has not been to Coruscant just because it is such an imperial world, but be interesting to see how he deals with the situation. So.
All right. Well, next we'll be rolling obligation, duty, and morality. All right. So we got 98,
Okay,
76,
so-
and 53.
98 is Kale's duty bound to find Gristle and Force-sensitive children.
Okay. Cannot promise that'll come up, but if you
I'm sorry, I should have eliminated that, because we found... Oh, I guess we still haven't found Gristle, have we?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we can leave it.
Well, I don't think Gristle will be making too much of an appearance, but if something else comes up, we'll see. Duty?
I think duty shoots way over, and then it's closer to the tipping point.
Okay,
For
so
morality.
just the balance point and an obligation that I have no idea how we're going to fit into Coruscant.
Yeah, Katie, do you want to roll Destiny?
Yeah, just a sec. My thing's still being a little odd. I just got to get back into it. It popped out. There we go.
We've got 3 performers in this group.
All right, nice, even little Destiny pool there.
Oops, my mic was off. We have 3 performers in this group.
3 whole performers. Whoa, we got, I guess that's a troop?
It's a lot of coordination dodge. That's what it is.
Good for you guys. You might need it. I don't know. Also, if you guys wanted to go to the handouts real quick, tell me, what do you actually see under there? Do you should only see like R2's card.
Yeah.
I'll put it there because there is some computer stuff that you may or may not want his help with if it comes up, but I want to make sure you know.
I see final battle and character death.
What?
I'm kidding.
Sense of humor, excellent.
You know what, Tommy? You really surprised me with that one because I was like, I didn't know anybody was going to die, and I'm running this thing. Also, Erdo and Nina, I don't see any of the little health bars above your token, so I think you don't have your token set up yet. You might want that.
Oh, yep, will do. Sorry.
Okay, I just want to make sure everybody also has the run of their tokens. All right. Let's move on then. This will start out with you all getting a mission from the broker. And she would be like, "Hello, agents. Today I have a mission for you that's slightly different than what you've been doing lately. You'll all be going to Coruscant to deal with a Black Sun's mercenary. You'll be meeting a contact of mine. He is a basilisk named Chopper. Now, how you handle this is completely up to you, but there is one stipulation you must keep in mind always. Your connections to me, and the rebellion obviously, should not be known. You will be PYKE agents for this mission. Now, I'll leave it up to you how you should get to Coruscant, and I'll be transmitting to you the details and location of your contact. Are there any questions?
Yeah, PYKE agents. Can you please specify, please?
The PYKE Syndicate. You'll be agents of the PYKE Syndicate. The mercenary has been betraying people, and the PYKE were the most recent ones for him to have betrayed. And they want him taken care of. And you will be pretending to be PYKE agents. That goes for the contact you'll be meeting. He is to also believe you're PYKE agents.
So, I mean, the guy... Who is this guy that we're going after?
Do you have any visual records of our contact?
Of your contact, yes, he is a basilisk named Chopper. He will have the details of your mission.
No code phrases, so we know which one is the right one?
Well, just out of character, I'll let you guys know that most of this I'm having just sort of narrated through. There's a point where you'll be starting, and I'm going to give you guys the chance to narrate how you get to that point. Okay. So we'll have a little bit of fun. There's no other question.
Okay. What? I guess. So we're PYKE agents, but are we? Let me put it this way: are we openly PYKE agents? Like, are we supposed to make our presence known, or are we PYKE agents that are also still undercover and not like? Do you know what I mean? Like, how deep are we going into these disguises in terms of, or how subtle or unsubtle do we need to be?
If it okay, I would prefer at some point it becomes known that you are PYKE agents.
Got it. Okay. I guess what I meant was that if the PYKE agent cover was something that we could use if it became that we needed to, or we really did need to reveal it. So thank you.
Okay. If there are no other questions, you should leave for Coruscant immediately.
Well, who's the target?
Yeah.
That's something that you'll have to discover on planet, I'm afraid. The contact will be able to direct you on how to find and discover the identity of the target.
But, so, what has the target done, though, that the broker wants to have dealt with, I guess?
She's basically saying she wants you to play PYKE agents and deal with this mercenary and however you see best fit. But he has betrayed many of his former employers, and the PYKE are the ones that are supposed to be sending people after him.
Right.
But
But the broker doesn't know the mercenary?
Not by name. That's kind of the thing, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. They don't. Okay, we're a little different here because you're not supposed to know the character's name, but then we're supposed to be dealing with like the most infamous information broker in the galaxy, and for some reason doesn't have the name. Part of the whole thing is you guys discovering the name.
Okay.
So
this is a termination.
So I guess what I'm trying to get a picture here, though, is that the broker doesn't know this agent's name, but we're going after this agent because we want to besmirch the reputation somehow of the PYKE syndicate.
Yeah, basically. If that works for you. I think we had a little sidebar about this, Tommy. I was going to leave the broker's motivations kind of in the dark.
Oh, yeah, I guess what I mean is that I still don't. I mean, do you guys know? Do you guys see what I'm saying though? It's kind of like we've got a target, but the
Usually the broker would tell us why it's a target for us. And so maybe, she's hired by the PYKE syndicate because this person betrayed them, or maybe she needs to frame the PYKE syndicate for something. But
Well, see, here's the thing. I had an idea of what I wanted the broker's motivations to be, but at the same time, I know I'm not the broker per se. That's more other
I guess
people's department.
here's the thing. The motivation you tell us doesn't have to be the motivation that's actually what's going on.
Okay.
I mean, now that I said that, we're like, but you know what I mean? The broker will always have her own. Yeah, I remember the conversation now. But it's one of those things where there would at least be, I guess, more of a game plan, especially going onto such a dangerous world like Coruscant.
Okay. Well, then she would tell you that the overall goal would be to get the Pikes and the Black Suns upset at each other, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean that that totally works. I mean, we know the broker hates Black Sun. Black Sun hates us, and if we can get their attention on somebody like the Pikes, that sounds perfect.
Okay. Well then, now that we've covered that little speed bump, is there any other questions?
How far does she want this target gone?
The target, in the end, is kind of irrelevant, but if you are to be playing PYKE agents, they do want him dead.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Poor Kavasek. Talk to
I'm
him about
always-
architecture before it happens.
Always on the murder missions. Always on the murder missions.
All right, so you're going to be going to Coruscant. How would you like to go about that? I'm just going to let you narrate because you're going to get to Coruscant. How do you guys go about it?
So I think that we've got an opportunity here because we've got 3 performers in the group that maybe we're a troupe, or Nena is the lead singer of this entertainment of this musical troupe, and we're performers that travel with her. We're her entourage.
It's a good idea. Nana would just a second, want a disguise though. Like she could still perform, but something that would make it not scream, "Hey, it's this Zeltron performing."
Well, I will tell you, you'll get a couple of narration points here. This is just narrating getting on Coruscant. Then there'll be narrating getting into the Black Sun space, and then that's when the real fun starts.
So yeah, what about this? Because Rogesh is really good when it comes to Pantoran disguises and culture and everything. He has a Pantoran cultural manual. He can disguise you as a Pantoran, and also too with just your even though Zeltrons and Pantorans are definitely a different species, Pantorans are also known for their hedonistic streak, so it wouldn't be that hard to fit into that skin.
Great.
All right.
Okay.
So we're gonna have a couple of Pantorans and like 3 blue people. Gotcha.
No, actually, why don't we go ahead and make all the near humans Pantorans, like Erdogan and Dara.
All right. Your band name's going to be like Eiffel 64's 5 or whatever it is.
Blue Man Group.
And the furry guy.
Yeah, and then one furry guy.
You could be called the Beast.
The only not blue person gets called the blue critter. Yeah. Okay.
The slight build, like little ferret guy. It's the beast.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are
Um,
definitely going to get on the Coruscant as your little what would you call you guys? The Eiffel 65 group. I like it. The Blue Men group. Yeah. So
yeah. Is this because of the song "I'm Blue"?
yes, it's absolutely because of I'm Blue. And
Um,
now, when you go and you meet your contact, he's a basilisk. We all know what that is, right? Dexter's Diner from episode
Yep.
1, 2, something like that. All right. You'll see him later on, so I'll he'll let you know that the person you're looking for, the information, will be found in a Black Sun's safe house. It's kind of a large building, probably not quite a skyscraper, but still pretty tall. And there's a computer room in there, and the information you get will come from that room. Now, that is where you'll end up. I would like y'all to tell me how you got there.
So, following the whole idea of us being performers, maybe we actually were able to. Maybe there was a Black Sun party of some sort, minor official, but one of those minor officials that's trying to boost his clout with the rest of Black Sun. And so he puts together a party and he chooses us as entertainers, having no idea because he's a buffoon that we are not Pantoran entertainers like we have said, but actually PYKE agents.
Okay. I like that. That's not bad. Waiting for a party.
And building into this, Dara will make good on her contact to Cole, a Droll, who actually lives on Coruscant, to say, I've got some alcohol for you which I promised, and that could also get us onto Coruscant, and hopefully, fingers crossed, he's actually put himself forwards to do all of the buffet and the drinks.
All right, that works.
Awesome.
So, in the middle of your performance, maybe during an intermission or something, y'all are going to slip away and try to get to this. How are you going to do it? Who are you going to have doing the computer stuff? How are you going to go in there as a groups and one person? Just let me know.
I would say that probably we would have some sort of distraction in some shape or form so that some people could slip away. And who would be the best at computers, though, in this group? Kavasek, yeah.
I would say Kavasek and Erdo working together would be the tool. Kavasek has the tools. He has a few ranks in computers. But Erdo's got raw intelligence to help out. So.
Well, how about this? We are in the middle of performance, but then as Rogesh and Kavasek are doing their little dancing routine while Nena's singing, Rogesh whispers to Kavasek and just says, make it look like I dropped you on purpose. Or, make it look like I'm going to drop you on purpose, but make it look like it was an accident. So, kind of, we're not ice skating, but those terrifying things where people are thrown into the air and then, caught right at the last minute. Rogesh misses, and Kavasek slams to the floor, but because Kavasek is so lithe and nimble, he doesn't really hurt himself, but it looks like he did. So then Erdogan has to rush over to him and say, I need to take care of, our performer, and
Erdo will pick him up and carry him off the stage.
Yeah.
All right. So then you guys will go to this computer room here, right? And as you're going to slice into it, let's see. Oh, wrong tab. All right.
Yes.
Slicing into it, and then you get all the information, and it downloads it. Right as you do, sets off a bit of an alarm.
Uh-oh.
So, are y'all gonna... I'm gonna suggest that y'all just, do straight up leave. Because if you don't, splitting the group would be just absolutely terrible.
Can we shut down the alarm in any way?
I'm just gonna have to go with no, because you can hear black suns mobilizing.
Okay.
As preparation to this, could Kavasek have done a valuable facts underworld to discover if the Pikes have like an insignia or something that I could like leave behind near the computers?
Put
That's good.
stickers all over it.
No,
Pike-
fantastic.
Pike-
I do like that.
I was going to say, how about like a hollow disk with on the way there, you made like a hollow disk to actually put into to read the data, and it's one of their known viruses type thing to extract the information.
This will be a bit long because I did it through Google real quick, but yeah, that's what a Pike syndicate insignia would look like. You could leave one of those behind if you wanted. And as you all are running out, oh, I should probably copy you guys over here. I don't know how important that'll be. It'll probably be pretty important. All right. Everyone see themselves? All right. There we go. Oh. Now, the klaxons blare overhead as you're fleeing from the facility with the stolen data, and you hear the Black Sun agents scrambling to investigate on the floors above. And as you guys all exit the skyscraper onto the bustling landing platform, where a droid-driven airspeeder sits nearby, now awaiting a fare. And blaster bolts just are whizzing past your head, and the speeder seems like the best and only option for escape right now.
By the way, can I flip a destiny point and add just a story detail?
Sure, let's see what you come up with.
So as this is happening, because of Black Sun's haste and whatnot to fix whatever's going on, the recording has been left on of Nena's rousing performance, revealing that she was lip syncing. But it's this really awesome song with, you know, it's hitting this major moment of the song just as we're all bursting through the glass to jump down to the street level, and maybe everybody can get a boost on whatever check is coming up next, because this is like, it's like our theme song as we burst through.
Just for glorious showmanship, yeah, I'll get you guys have a boost for what's coming up. Now, as you jump inside, the droid quickly zooms away into the streams of traffic. And unfortunately, the Black Sun thugs are not that easy to lose, because within seconds, they are in hot pursuit. Oh, hold on, I gotta go to the GM layer. They're in hot pursuit with speeders of their own. Now, more blaster fire is, screaming past your speeder. People are panicking. When suddenly, a lucky shot takes out your piloting droid with a bang.
Okay, with that, Dara takes the controls.
All right.
And she zigzags in and out of traffic, and actually going into the oncoming traffic to put them up much more difficulty on our trail.
All right. Well, can I get from you a hard piloting check, upgraded once?
Okay.
Before Dara rolls that, can I do some sort of knowledge check on the speeder that we're using to give Dara some information? Maybe there's a way to overcharge it or something like that.
So you just looking to do a knowledge check to try and give her some bonuses?
Yeah, I'm going to be using improved researcher to have a mechanical effect.
Okay, yeah. Is there a difficulty for that, or just something I gotta set?
You have to tell me the difficulty and what knowledge it would be.
I will go with hard and education. That sounds like a good one.
What Dara does before she takes the seat is she hands her gizmo to Kavasek. It's a really, really cool feature. It is in gear. It is a Micromaxel Star Mapper handheld navicomputer.
I don't know if that's gonna help too much on a land speeder.
Yeah, it does. like updates maps and stuff like that, and you can actually use it on the ground.
All right. Well, what does that actually mechanically do?
So all astrogation checks. Keep brain gains the character 2 boosts to all astrogation checks. Yeah.
Well, he's not doing an astrogation check, but looks like
Yeah,
he
so-
did succeed.
And because of improved researcher, what Kavasek learns about this speeder or knows about it gives Dara 4 advantage on her check.
Ooh.
That's pretty tough. All right. We'll say, though, a little bit of under the stress of fire and the ricketiness of, being jerked around, maybe you took a couple of strain while that was going on. But, yeah, you were able to give her 4 advantages on this upcoming pilot check.
Okay.
And remember,
That's
that was
cool.
hard and it was upgraded once.
Yep. No problem. Okay. Here we go. How's
Nice.
It's fantastic. You do this. All right, and now, what is everybody else doing? Because you're being chased now, and you need to get away from it. You need to lose these Black Suns people.
Oh,
so
one thing, David. Though before we get to that, I want to know what Dara did with that triumph.
Oh, you know what? You're right. That is pretty good.
There's like this advertising board where hang on, I'm gonna have to turn my video on so you can see. That goes up and down like this.
Okay.
And every time it catches, it sends sparks everywhere. So she times it just as though it's starting to come down. Dara, zooms through it, and they go through it, but they actually hit it when it mashes.
Okay. Well, I will say with that little trick of yours, you actually managed to take out 2 of them. They're just. Oh, did that get rid of 3? Or is there? You still see 2?
I see. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, the color got thrown off. Well, so there are 2 of them now. So that'll remove a setback or 2. I can't remember how many it is. Yeah. It'll remove one of the setbacks because now you don't have as much gunfire coming out at you. So that'll make it a little bit easier when you have to, start doing some of the rest of the checks here. So what is everybody else doing while they're doing this? Is probably going to be some people firing back, maybe some people looking for an escape route.
I've got something in mind, but I can wait.
As as Dara's actually doing this, she's going to say, "Okay, hold on to your hats. This is going to be close." And she zooms through the billboard thing at that time.
All right, so you're going to fly through the billboard?
Yeah, I've already explained it.
Right. Okay. You know what? If someone wants to just give me an average perception check, and we'll give some of you guys some points here. We'll upgrade it once. Anybody can make it if you all want to try.
I'd be keeping, don't forget boosts from Erdo. If anybody's engaged, they'd get 2 boosts, and anybody.
Right. Oh, and we'll say this is one of those times where y'all can just add that boost from Tommy's great showmanship shenanigans. This will be a good time because you're all still pretty pumped for that.
Do I need to roll an extra couple of boost dice for that, or not bother?
You'll say you're too busy trying to pilot and dodging oncoming traffic. We'll let the other people do a perception check.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. So,
What was that?
is everybody doing the perception check?
Yeah, everybody can if they want.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, it's just whatever, kind of like what you're doing. If you're looking for an escape route, make a perception check. If you're firing, you don't really need to make a combat check because you're not going to be able to take out their whole speeders. But if you want to say you're firing, go ahead.
So one of the reasons why Ragesh totally messed up that shot, however, I do want to use my advantages. Or not shot, but, checking. The reason why is because he has turned around, and making sure that these pursuers can see him, and he's just making PYKE gang signs, like, like a P with his two hands, like, ah. So he doesn't notice whatever is in the completely opposite direction, but I want to expend all those advantages and, well, I want to take 4 advantages and give each of them a setback if they make any check.
Okay, all right. That was fantastic. Now, this is nice. Nina and Erdo, they both have seen what could be possible escape routes. You got something coming up real quick. You got to make a decision whether you want to go into like the lower city or essentially like the upper lower city. You're going to go into the underworld where, there's probably still people and whatnot running around, or do you want to go into like the lower city where like the sewers and things like that where not as many people, but you don't know what you might run into down there?
Erdo would suggest the sewers because he doesn't want to see anybody. He'd say, "There, the sewer."
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, then I guess I'll leave that up to Darius, since she's the one flying. Do you want to go to the sewers or to the lower city?
Before she makes the decision, she goes, "You seriously want the sewers? Great. I just had this."
You're not going to have too much chance to talk it out because, like, you're in a high-speed chase.
Yeah.
One or the other. Which is it?
I've just had this claimed. Okay, maybe Undercity.
I can't hear you, D.
Undercity.
So we're going to the lower city, not the sewers?
Well, I guess one thing I just want to put in there, especially since this is such a fast-paced thing, and as agents, we trust each other. I don't want to take away your decision, but at the same time, would Dara really not listen to Erdo in the heat of the moment, sort of thing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, actually, she would. Yeah. Okay, she goes, "Okay, you really want the sewers? Okay, we'll hit the sewers. Everybody, this is going to get stinky."
All right. Well then, as you're going into the sewers, I want you to make an easy stealth check. It's going to be a little strange, but you're going to be making a stealth check with your speeder. So, Dara, could you do that?
Okay. Yep. Okay. I am definitely going to flip for that.
Before you roll, is there a way that Ragesh can give some pointers and thereby giving skilled assistance to her while she's doing this?
Yeah, absolutely. Skilled assistance is fine, and we'll just stick with your skilled assistance.
All right, so
Could I actually use piloting instead of stealth?
Let's kind of stick with stealth because you're actually trying to stealth. It's not so much about skilled flying as it's trying to use your intelligence at hiding and then using that to hide the ship.
Okay.
how many ranks in stealth do you have?
I have 2 ranks in stealth.
And you've got a 5 agility, right?
4 agility. No, 4 agility.
Oh, okay. I give you 5 agility then.
I mean, it's an easy check. I wouldn't stress too much about it.
Hey, you know what? I mean, I just failed an average check with 5 dice, so...
I know. I've done some pretty terrible things, but statistically speaking, you shouldn't have to worry.
Yeah, but hey, come on. We're agents here. Okay, so here we go. Hold on to your hats, people. This is definitely going to get stinky.
Okay. Well, congratulations. Because of that stealth, you managed.
I found this great big smog. This great big cloud of smog.
Yes, you did manage to find a nice smog-filled area in the lower city. And with that, you have lost them.
So, I'm wondering, and...
Kavasek puts on his breather.
Say what?
Kavasek puts on his breather for the smog.
Dara will say, could someone get my breather? It's in my backpack. It's in my pack.
Yeah, Kavasek will put his mask on first, and then assist others.
Fantastic. I love it. All right, so while you are in the lower city... Oh, and we'll say, D, maybe you took Well, we'll say that the ship took a couple strain on that one. You kind of had to do some tricks with it, but don't worry too much.
Don't worry, it'll fit. It'll fit.
All right,
We
so
just smash off. Hey, I told you it was fit.
this is kind of the area that you are. It's still, it's sewers, slummy area, but it's not as what's the word? Populated is what the picture shows, but it's the best thing I could really find.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say maybe you guys could make me a perception check really quick. Just any and all people here.
So have we left the car yet, or are we still in it?
You're probably still in the car. You should probably keep the car, but you were. This is gonna be happening like as you were hiding out and waiting for things to die down.
Yeah. Well, Kavasek would be looking to make sure there isn't some sort of tracking device on the car, because it is just like a public car, right? You think that they might have a tracking device on it if it was.
Go ahead and make me a mechanics check.
Yeah, that's.
And everybody else can make a perception check.
Okay.
Or unless
Average.
they have something else they want to do. Average is good. Yeah, it's not a hard thing.
It's like Kavasek just thinks theoretically about what a tracking device looks like, but he's like, oh, I have to actually find one, don't I? He doesn't have any ranks in mechanics, but
Okay. So it looks like everyone made their perception check, didn't they? Well, congratulations. Wait a minute. Did Kavasek roll yet? I didn't see one.
I just rolled the mechanics check.
Wait. Oh, there you are. Right. I was looking for Kavasek's icon, but I forgot Brandon. Okay, so you did actually find a very rudimentary GPS tracking device. If you want to disable it, you could just yank it out. No problem.
Yeah, I'll just put it on to be sending false data, actually.
Well, can we do this? How about, what if we actually left it on as is, and maybe Kavasek, maybe you could actually boost the signal, and Ragesh can try to skullduggery it onto another vehicle.
That's interesting.
Or could we just?
I know
duck it
there are not
onto
too
another-
many. Yeah, I know there are not too many vehicles down here, but I mean, it's Coruscant, so sparsely populated can still be kind of populated compared to other places.
Right. Something's
Maybe
going to be coming
some-
up, but that might give you something of an idea if you want.
Maybe some sort of waste barge or janitor droid, something like that.
Well, while you're in the middle of tinkering with this thing, Ragesh, Dara, Nena? Is that how you say that?
Yeah, it's Nana.
Nena and Erdogan actually noticed something that looks a lot like... Oh, did that show up? Did you guys... Oh, wait, here we go. Up. That's a handout. Ignore that. Where did the tokens go? Sorry, I have them like under identical names.
No, I definitely. Oh, okay.
Not one, not two, but 3 of these things have shown up.
Gross.
And now they decided that you and your car filled with people look delicious, and they're going to try and get at you.
Oh.
Can Dara turn the vehicle around and?
Well,
put
what
the
I
foot down?
think I would like from everyone is initiative.
Okay, vigilance or cool?
Since you all noticed it, you had time to prepare a little bit before it came up. So is that cool? Vigilance cool?
Well, the thing is, it's not only just whether you notice it or not. Cool is oftentimes when you have some sort of interpersonal interaction, so that your actual cool skill is judging how someone is reacting to the interaction that you're having. Do you know what I mean? So that you notice that moment when they go from talking into battle mode. So that's
Fantastic. This sounds like vigilance.
right. Yeah.
Erdo's close by, though, right? That's Kavasek right there.
Yes, I was, or in the car, I was having Erdo stay next to Nena and Kavasek during the chase.
Protect
so
the weaklings.
Maybe still next to them.
All right. And Brandon, you're doing initiative, right?
Oh, yes, I should be doing that.
Sorry, I wanted to make sure. I wasn't sure you were doing the GM assistant thing, right?
Yes, yes, I'm doing it. Okay.
Okay.
What does Erdos end up being? Oh, thank you. You left me a comment.
And just for a quick reminder, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm pretty sure, but vigilance is willpower or something. Cunning.
Oh, willpower. 1.2
Okay.
for Nina. Yeah, Kavasek and Nina are twins. And then you're taking strain. Those are the automatic successes, D.
Yeah, I've already taken the strain for it.
Okay, we're ready for slugs.
Okay. They're pretty terrible. They are slugs, so keep that in mind.
1.1 and 0.2. I think all of us go ahead before them.
Oh, most definitely. I just wanted to throw these things out there for shock factor. I was totally looking forward to this.
Dang it.
Yeah, we'll spread them out a little bit.
This should be coming over here.
I got an idea. Why don't we just spray the transponder at one of the slugs?
I was thinking you might think that.
Hopefully, it will actually eat it, and then we can just get the hell out of here.
I will say, just to so you can't just run away, one of them does actually happen to be on the speeder. That's how it kind of dropped down and got the jump on you. So 2 of those will be in short, and we'll say 1 engaged.
Front or back?
We'll say that's the engaged one right there. He's on top of you guys.
Is that the front of the vehicle or the rear?
Front. I don't want you guys to just run away from this. I want you to actually get some slime on you.
Okay. I would pose that I do a xenology check to start us off so everyone can take advantage of improved researcher.
Sounds wonderful.
That's actually not a bad idea. There are things to know about this thing.
Okay. Like I said, you can assign difficulty, put step checks on it, whatever you want.
We'll say not a whole lot of people know a whole lot about Duracrete slugs. Not many wants people to study them much, but it's a hard check.
Okay. Any setbacks?
None for this. No.
Okay. Kavasek has been studying his species database though, so he gets 2 boosts on xenology checks.
3? Wow. Okay. Maybe I will. 2? Well, I think you guys need it. I'll upgrade it once.
Okay.
You guys need some light side points.
Okay, I will not upgrade it my side. Okay, yes. So everyone, whatever pieces of information Kavasek gains from this check, which obviously you decide, David. If you take advantage of that information with whatever you do, you get 4 advantage on your check.
Ooh.
Okay, so is that for the rest of the combat, or just
this is until my next turn?
Okay, so just so you know, this thing is heavily armored because a Duracrete slug, their outer shell mostly comprises of the material that they eat, which tends to be whatever gets left behind. Duracrete, metal, stone, so they're really, really tough, despite being slow and creepy looking. But if you aim to hit one of its weak spots, you can ignore one of its soak. And it has, I guess, essentially melee defense and range defense 1.
So I want to use that information to actually make a survival check where, thanks to Kavasek's knowledge, I know that I can't just try to feed the tracker to the thing because it sounds like it can actually digest metal pretty easily. But what I want to do with the survival check is find a spot on its back where maybe there's a big gap in some of the scales and kind of distract it, do the whole wavy thing where it's like a snake charmer where I'm waving back and forth getting its attention and then slam this thing in between the plates.
All right, that'll be something you can do on your turn. Are you taking your turn now?
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. Yep, that sounds good. You get that done with, we'll say, a coordination check. It won't be too hard. You're pretty light. We'll give you...
Oh, I wanted to do, even though coordination is far and away a better skill for him, I want to flavor it as actually survival. Like I'm really getting.
Oh,
this
okay,
thing's
okay. So
attention.
you want
Yeah.
okay? You want to do survival? Okay.
Yeah,
Then
I'm
you do
actually
it so-
I'm moving my body kind of like the slug, where it's like, whoa, why is this? Do you know what I mean? I'm getting its attention in a way. I'm not
Okay.
moving like a human. I'm moving like this thing.
I'll give you a setback. I'll give you survival. How about hard with 2 setbacks? Because that's you don't quite look like a slug. You're
Right.
too beautiful for it.
Oh, thank you.
It's the disguise.
All right, I want to use all those advantages to totally charm this thing for a second. Then I slip past it, slam the thing in between its plates, which probably pisses it off. But
Maybe. Which one are you wanting to do? You want to do the one that's on the car, or one of the 2 that's not?
well, yeah, the closest one, the one on the car, and I just tell everybody, don't kill this one, and that is my go.
Don't kill the one that's keeping us from escaping. I love it. Okay.
Oh, but also too, so how many advantages would it be to get it securely on? Because if I have advantages left over, I want to make it easier for people to at least knock this thing off.
Right. You know what? We'll say 3 advantages gets it really secure. Like it's not going anywhere.
Okay.
Unless one of the other slugs decides to eat it, which is not likely to happen.
So I'll do that, and then I'll use my other 2 to actually give it a setback. It's so focused on me that it's pissed. And
Brilliant. It's fantastic. All right. Who is up next?
oh, by the way, so sorry, I want to do one more thing. So
Okay.
as I did that as a maneuver, I'm actually going to activate improved distracting maneuver. So as the slugs see me do this little slug dance, I do get their attention. They are a little bit distracted, so they now have automatic. They have 2 automatic threats if they don't attack me. If they attack me, they get 1 threat.
Interesting. We'll see if they're smart enough to take advantage of that. Or
Oh look, Rakesh has gone native, guys.
okay. So who is up next?
Birdo can go next. He's gonna punch that lead slug on the nose.
Yeah. All right. Make your check.
Do we have a boost, or does he have a boost from Rogesh?
I thought Rogesh was giving it a setback.
I can change it to a boost if you
No,
want.
no.
You're okay with
no,
that.
I just
Well,
I got
Here's
distracted.
the thing. I don't really know if this thing's going to end up making. Well, you know what? No. Go ahead.
We'll leave it at the setback.
We'll leave it as a setback. Yeah.
What's the difficulty?
You're engaged, so whatever that is, I think it's average for like melee going up against this thing,
Okay.
and it's
But
got
no adversary, just defense 1.
yeah, just defense 1, no adversary.
Okay, and that improved researcher just lasts for the encounter, right?
Till it gets back to Cavasek. So
Yeah,
you
till the
still
end
have
of my next
advantages.
turn.
Okay,
Oh, Fredo.
here goes.
Are you going to turn those to successes?
Yes.
Fredo.
Just a sec, Ainsley. This is some Play-Doh. Can you put the Play-Doh back on the table?
Yeah.
I know I'm unmuted. It's my turn. I'm trying to. Okay. So, yeah, I'll turn those into. Well, I'll turn at least 1 into a success. How many advantages do I need to push it off? I was going to use 2 to activate concussive and 2 to activate knockdown.
Now you know what? If you go ahead and do that, I'll say that that's giving you a chance to like knock him down off of you. Now, does he get any sort of check to try and avoid that, or is that just something I'm gonna get to do if I want?
That's something you'll have to do if you want. Knockdown normally just knocks someone prone, so it doesn't really have rules for knocking them off of a vehicle or something.
Right. Well, you know what? I'll say I'll give him a check. It's a slight one.
Okay. Can I use 2 of my advantages to give him another setback on that check?
Absolutely. I'll say he gets a couple of setbacks on that.
I think there might be a rule here about doing things, trying to knock down something bigger than you. Let me see if I can find that right quick.
Oh yeah, it's if it's I'm pretty sure that if it is it's higher than you, then it's one added difficulty. But if it's at least within one, I don't think there's added difficulty. But
Yeah.
still check it though, because that's a good rule to know.
This thing doesn't really give me a silhouette, but it says that they can grow up to 10 meters long. I'm pretty sure that's still not more than like silhouette 2.
No, that actually sounds like silhouette 3. That's a
We'll say these are silhouette 2. They're smaller ones.
Okay, knockdown requires 2 advantage to trigger plus 1 additional advantage per silhouette beyond 1. So it would take 3 advantage to knock it prone.
good to know.
Okay. Okay. And just for keeping up here, how much damage do you do?
Well, that's the trick. I needed to know how many advantages I have to spend in order to.
We'll just say you do the concussive and the knockdown, and that's you knocking it off.
Okay. Let's just do 7 pierce 4. It's done.
Shit. Okay. Damn. You're okay. Your fists are deadly. 7 pierce 4. Well, you didn't aim, but that's fine. You still end up doing. Let's see.
He did
Get rid of-
specify strain damage. Even I know they probably don't have a different thing, but you know.
No. Okay. So, Pierce 4, that's only 2, so you would do 5 damage to this thing. Wow.
You can show us the bars, but don't tell us the exact numbers. Leave some mystery.
No, that's fine. Sorry, I math out loud because I'm terrible at math. Yeah, well, you hit this thing square on what passes for a nose, and it just reels back and like falls off of your little stolen taxi, just from the pain. So, what do you guys want to do next then?
Weirdo turns to Dara and says, "Get us out of here."
Yep, sure. Someone turn the meter off. Could someone rewind that meter as well?
Okay. Well,
Okay, yep. Dara books it.
that's fine. I'm not gonna make you guys get too crazy with like any checks on that or whatnot. If so, you have escaped my Duracrete slug encounter. How'd you like that?
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, so now it's time for you to be heading back to your contact so that you can take this information that you just got and you go get your tokens and decrypt it. All right. Now, as you walk into Chopper's garage, sparks are flying from numerous locations throughout the large, cluttered repair shop. And everywhere you look, there's just piles of speeder parts and half-built droids and stranger contraptions that are all stacked to the ceiling. And several group of the Ergnauts are welding and working away on disassembled air speeders and just not really paying you any heed. And then, with a booming voice from behind you, it says, "Ah, my friends, it is so good to see you again." And large green molted basilisk emerges in his forearms, opening to hug the nearest member of the party. And just for funsies, I'll say that's Nina. There we go. He hugged Nina. Just because it looks like she's closest to his tab right here.
She accepts the hug.
Ah, this is good that you're back. Do you have the data that we were looking for?
At that, she'd look over to see if it was Erdo and Kavasek that got that right. Sure do.
This is good. This is fantastic. All right, come. We're going to go to my computer, and we are going to decrypt it right now. So tell me, how did you do this? You walk into the Black Sun's headquarters and come out practically unscathed. You're dirty. You kind of stink, but unscathed.
We're professionals. That's how we do it.
Yes, you are. You come highly recommended.
Yeah, us PYKE agents, we're top the best.
Yep, flashing those peace signs again. Pow pow.
Yes, I hope you were a little more subtle while you were in there. I'm sure our employer would like some discretion, but they say you're in charge and you know what you're doing, so I believe you. All right. So while he's talking to you, he is decrypting the thing, and if anybody wants to help, they can. If not, then they don't have to. But if you do want to help, I want a hard computers check, and we'll upgrade it once.
Ooh, I might have things that help with this. I think
Oh,
I have
and-
Codebreaker. I
And
do
I'll
have
throw,
Codebreaker.
I'll throw a couple setbacks on there because I know those are always appreciated.
Yeah.
Those
I've got-
Oops, sorry.
So Kavasek has Codebreaker because that's a part of the scholar tree you cannot get around. So Kavasek will definitely do that. You're flipped. How many setbacks are we thinking?
2.
2. I can only take away 1. Would my data breaker apply here?
You know what? Definitely, yes. Data breaker would apply. You are breaking through data.
And then would Erdo like to take a look at this with me?
Yes.
I will up my intellect by 1. So reducing the difficulty because Codebreaker is kind of ridiculous and it lets you do that. And also taking away a setback. And here we go. Okay.
Oh, very good. Fantastic. All right. So, as you unlock this, oh, wow, this went so much faster with you guys. This is great. Okay. What you come across is the name Kato Leshios. Let me go ahead and just copy that into the chat for you. That is the name of a Nikto bounty hunter. Alright? And also, for those advantages, how many did you get?
5.
5. Okay. So I'll give you... Was there no triumph at all? Okay. I'll give you the first 2. Okay. So scanning through Kato's file reveals that the bounty hunter delivered only part of the stolen spice shipment, because he stole spice from the PYKE. That's the thing I probably should have told you. And one message sender suspects that Nikto is holding out on the rest.
On where, sorry?
He's holding out on the rest of the spice. He only delivered part of it, which you guys now have confirmation, and someone suspects that. Okay. But you don't know who. Now, next is also, the file also lists a series of pickups from the Zelcom Tower referencing both the 4th floor terrace and the side street underground entrance. These are things you might want to keep in mind.
Do we get a visual readout of him? What he looks like and stuff like that?
He looks like a Nick too. He's one of the green ones.
Okay. Does his file tell us what weapons he what weapons he prefers to use?
A blaster, like everyone else?
Well, you never know. He could go for like vibro swords, etc., etc.
Well, it doesn't have any real like descriptions, like full specs on him, but what'll happen as soon as Chopper sees this name, he's like, oh, yes, I know this man.
Okay. Do you know his normal hangouts?
Yes, I do. You give me just 1 second, and I'll tell you. You PYKE agents, very, very pushy. Okay. So, normally, he likes to go to a few places, or there's a few places he thinks he's at. He likes to go to the Umbra Club. This is a seedy den of death stick dealers, and the Umbra Club caters to criminals in the Coruscant underworld. Now, you go there, and you talk to a man named Speng. It's S-P-E-N-G, Speng. He's male, he's human, and he's a dealer. He deals the death sticks. And he might have heard about a certain bounty hunter who's trying to offload some spice. You see right there where it says that he didn't turn in all the spice. He's going to probably go to Speng to offload that. And next, there's one other place, two other places, actually. But I know this Nikto is a sucker for cards. He is always in the sabacc parlor called the Spider. He is frequented by many gamblers and the employ of the Black Suns, so you need to be careful around there. And the Spider is known by all the criminals of Coruscant, and there certain patrons wager information at their table. Winnable by those with enough skill, or just straight dumb luck. I am no good at cards. I have only bad luck. And maybe you can find out more about K2 there. Now, there's also one place. The Zelcom Tower is a skyscraper in the home of the Zelcom Industries. It's a shipping company specializing in cargo transportation between the core worlds and the outer rim, and the tower is a known front for weapons smuggling. And it's possible, just possible, that Kato might have outfitted himself there. Now, there's a man, his name is Corum Sadia, and he's the one in charge of this operation. But I don't suggest you talk to him. If you're going to get anything from him, you're most likely going to have to break into his tower and steal it off his computer. But that's not for me to decide. You're the special agents here, right? That is all I know. That's all I can give you on this Nikto.
Darrow will turn to Cavasek, obviously using a different name which he has probably given us to use. She'll say, could it be possible just to hack in to it where he frequents? Do like facial recognition scans through the areas he frequents.
Doing what? Looking through the cameras? What are you thinking?
Yeah, doing like facial recognition, see where he's been, if he's been in that area for the last 24, 72 hours.
Well, it depends on whether these are like public cameras or they're private property cameras. I mean, I could try to get into those networks, but there's no guarantee of what sort of defenses they'd have. But it might be worth trying.
And in the meantime, I'm going to see if I can contact my contact and get him to put out some feelers as well.
Okay. Well, if you get into contact with anyone and utilize any of your contacts, they're not going to really be able to tell you any more than what you've already got. You basically have like the three places that are the best places you could find any information.
Yeah, as Tommy said, we thought you wanted him dead.
Right. I may have jumped the gun on that. I've read some more information. I haven't memorized the whole book, but if you do ask Chopper, he would let you know that they have unfinished business with him because he did steal from them. But if you can't, they would rather you kill him than him get away. But if you can bring him in, go ahead. Sorry about that. That was my bad.
Well, I would say, just with the fact that we've got 3 performers in this group, let's fake his death and gain a contact out of this. We'll screw the Pikes over too.
If that's how you want to play it, I'm down. That might be better for you than fighting the guy. I'm just saying.
Also, could we leave a message through his ship that would actually ping it to him?
You don't know where he is. You don't know his ship. You don't know how to get in contact with him. If it was that easy, someone would have killed him already. The only people who probably know where he's at right now are the Black Suns, but they didn't have that information stored on the computer. So what you're going to have to do, this may be a little meta, but you need to go to the 3 locations that I've given you and get information. You need to talk to Speng, and you need to go to the Zelcom Tower and the Spider Casino. Yeah, Tommy's got a great idea. Hello, we're triple agents, we're your friends. Let's see if he buys that.
Kavasek sort of wrinkles his nose as he looks at the name Spider. Why do people always think adding Y's to things make it sound cool?
I don't understand. I'm a humble mechanic. But yes, it is strange. I don't even really know what a spider is. I don't know if they have spiders on Coruscant.
They have slugs. You know that.
Obviously.
Well, if they've got slugs, they're going to have spiders.
One of these days I'm going to troll some Cthulhu art and use it as just terrible aliens. Alright, so what do you guys want to do from here? Let's just keep this moving forward then.
Should we...
You have 3 locations that you can go to if you want.
Can we split into 3?
Let's not.
Let's not. Just for the sake of being gentle with me GMing this system for the first time.
Let's go to the casino and see what what trouble we can stir there first, and then get out of there and go to the
Death Stick place.
Nena is always up for heading to a casino first.
You wonderful, fantastic people, you. Okay.
I wanna. Can we get suits? I wanna take a shower first. Like the.
I'm sorry.
The stink of the sewer hangs on fur a little more than just like skin. So, Kavasek is gonna ask for a shower.
Yeah.
Yes, you know what? You okay?
Yeah, that was a toddler.
Oh, okay.
I didn't
It
mute it.
sounded an awful lot like a female scream. I just want to make sure we weren't dealing with home invaders. But all right. Yeah, no. Chopper would offer you his dirty little shower, which only smells slightly better than the sewer. But at least it has running warm water.
Nana offers him a spritz of perfume afterwards if he's so inclined.
Oh, fantastic. Well, maybe now you won't take setbacks on all your social checks for having washed off the sewer. Good thinking. All right, everyone ready to move on to the spider?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so what is everyone wearing?
Ragesh is wearing his performer's outfit.
Yeah, I guess
Oh, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't.
Mechanically, it gives 2 boosts to distracting people from others.
So it's revealing, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me find... Now, you know what? I don't need to do that because I made little GM cards that only I can see to read from. Alright, now as you get to the spider, the sight and sound of the spider are similar to those of many sabacc parlors, with a central pit of card tables surrounded by various electronic games. The establishment is crowded and noisy, and the cheers that accompany winning hands and lucky rolls ring out across the room. And behind a bar, a 2-headed Troig deftly passes out drinks using all 4 arms, chattering intermittently with down-on-their-luck gamblers or himself. And a quick scan of the room shows that the Nikto bounty hunter is not here, so you must rely on the various patrons and employees for information. How do you proceed?
Well, let's see. I'm trying to... I need to think about it for a little bit.
Erdo's gonna go buy a glass of lum. Sorry. I was sitting there waiting to do it. Just...
Okay, fantastic. So Erdo goes over to Pillet and Narrow over here. And you order your drink, he'll deftly make it.
Yeah, Dara will bring a bottle, and she will hand to Pillet and Nero and say, "This is a hell of a lot smoother than the Corellian swill you are selling."
Hits her in the shoulder.
They just look at each other, look at you, and be like,
Try it.
and be like, listen here.
Smacks the bottle
Hey.
out of her hand.
Hey, listen here. You don't be bringing in any of that outside garbage in here. We serve our drinks. You don't bring in from outside. You
This
want a
is a-
drink here, you gotta pay.
This is a sample for you.
Erdo grabs her by the front of her collar and looks her in the face. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get
Put it away! Now!
I was so angry. Sorry. Okay. Oh man. Hey, buddy. I get it. She's not supposed to have it. You'd be all right. No fighting in the bar.
Dara will look down to her pants and say, "Look, come on, everything is away."
All right. No fighting in here. What do you want to drink?
Your hand over, I say, free sample.
Oh, can't hear you, dude.
Sorry. Your hand over, say, free sample.
Listen, lady, we're on a job here. We can't drink. We're gonna be sampling the goods.
I will have a Sumerian sunset.
You sound drunk already. I'm sorry, I wanted to roleplay that one.
I'm not, I am perfectly sober.
No, just you were breaking up a lot and it kind of made you sound drunk. Alright, so what's Erdo want to say to this two-headed man with the terrible accent that I've invented for him?
Well, wait. First, Nena's gonna try a little charm on him and lean in, the bartender lean in and be like, "Well, what do you recommend here, honey?"
Fantastic. There is even something set in there. Can I get an average charm check? I'll just say, because I'm going to flip a destiny point, upgrade it a little bit.
Okay.
I'll put you over here, too. What is Rogesh doing while Kavasek is off in the corner for some reason, and these three are talking to the two-headed man?
I want to do a perception check, but I mean I can do it after we resolve Nena's. But yeah, I'll do a perception check just to see what's. He wants to see if he can pick anything interesting, anyone interesting out of the crowd.
All right, no, that's fine. Fantastic. We'll resolve Nena, and then we'll do your perception check. I have something in mind for that.
Nice.
All right. This man is kind of smitten. He's like, "Hey there, doll. All right. You know what?" And he reaches up on the top shelf and says, "This would be the house special." And he pours it into a glass and he slides it over to you. Like, that one's on the house. And his brother kind of smacks him on the head. "Man, you can't be handing that stuff out." What? All right. So tell me, what are you all doing here? You friends with these mooks? I don't even know what frickin' accent I'm doing.
We're looking for a friend.
Oh? Anyone I might know?
Probably. I've heard he's been around here. I haven't seen him in a while. He's green. He's got, big, thinny eyes.
Oh, you're gonna have to be a little more specific than that, man. There's a lot of green, thin-eyed folks around here.
Kato.
Oh. And at that, he kind of goes a little silent, and they look at each other. You're not just regular folks, are you?
We might have a few secrets.
All right, listen here.
Still lean on the charm.
Erdo
Right.
probably draws the PYKE syndicate symbol on his napkin.
All right, listen, mate. You wanna? I went into like Australian for some reason. That's his brother. He's on board with this Australian. Got a Jersey brother and an Australian brother. All right, listen here, mate. You want to talk to the boffin over there? He's the owner. He's a bit of a run-in with Kato. Owes him some money, quite a bit. And he's only recently started paying up. So if you want to find Kato, you should probably talk to him.
Cheers.
Right, and just so you know, this Kato fella, he's a real violent bloke. He is real bad at cards, and he doesn't cause any trouble in here because they get him kicked out. But he's been known to settle disputes and lose his temper outside the building. So I'd be careful. Catches wind that you're trying to find him. He just trails off and leaves it at that, where you can use your imagination.
Are they heading toward the new contact then?
Yeah, if you want. Rogesh, if you would like to make that perception check.
Yes. And can I say that as Ragesh is subtly trying to look around, maybe he's staying close to Erdogan, and maybe he might get like a kind of cue from Erdogan on to notice something. And I'm just trying to explain the boost that Erdogan gives within short distance.
Right. That's fine. You stand over here near Erdogan.
And what's the difficulty again?
Oh boy, this one, I'm gonna say it's not totally obvious, so it's gonna be daunting. That's the 4 difficulty. So,
All right.
yeah.
Flipped.
Yeah.
Let me do that.
All right. Now, what you've managed to see, Rogesh, and I don't know if you communicate this to anyone else, but there's a Faline, and he's at one of the tables, and he seems to carry himself in a way that people seem to give him a little bit respect, maybe fear. You might want to keep that man in mind, because he might be someone that's important. Maybe, better yet, you actually catch a Black Sun's insignia on one of his shirts.
Okay.
There we go.
So, yeah, I want to walk over that way.
All right, he's sitting down at the sabak table.
Okay. Who else is with him?
He has, very specifically, it says in here, let me find it, 2 humans, an Aqualish, and a Weequay. They're all sitting down playing with the dealer, if there is a dealer in sabak.
Okay.
I don't know.
Sure, I'll just say, mind if I join in?
Faline looks up at you. I don't know if they have eyebrows, but he does the usual eyebrow raise. And he motions to an empty seat. And he doesn't really acknowledge you past that. But if you want, did that pop up for you?
Nothing popped up. Unless you're... What are you... Token or handout or...
It's a handout. It should be popping up.
Okay.
I clicked show to players. Is it showing to players? Or do I have to do a thing where I like drag it onto there? What about that? That didn't do anything.
Well, no,
Man.
just when you show players, we can see it in our handout section.
Oh, okay, well, I just know that you guys do something that makes it pop up on the screen.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
yeah. Can you see sabak rules?
No.
You know what? Fine. I'll do a hard edit.
Is that in Favored Sons?
There you go. You guys should all be able to see that now. Sabak
Yeah,
rules.
yeah, we got it.
Alright. So that is the rules for sabak. You want to play a round or 2 with him. This is what you're going to have to do. So do you want to play around with him some? There, Rogesh?
Yeah, but I'll use deception instead.
Ooh, you're gonna cheat. I like it. All right, let me read through this again because I didn't quite memorize it. Y'all agree on a wager. I believe the wager is set at 10 credits. Or wait, no, it's a 25 credit entry fee. And then the ante. This is the ante for any sabak table and goes straight to the sabak pot. So yes, an ante of 25, and then 10 credits will suffice as a wager on additional hands. And there were 2 open spots, just in case you wanted to know. So let's see. You can use cool to establish, or well, your deception to create your base pool, but you upgrade the difficulty of that skill check once.
Right.
And then you roll your dice pool, and well, leave them on the table, but I don't think we're going to have to worry about that. All right, so is that your roll?
No, that was the roll to just see the guy.
Oh, right, okay.
I think I might just
Play it cool?
I'll play it cool for now. So I will actually use. I think I'll use cool. Yeah, I'll use
Okay.
cool.
That's fine.
All right, and what is the difficulty?
Ah, right. Difficulty of the game and the skill of the opponent. Right. Sorry. Here it is. We'll say average for right now.
All right. We'll flip just to. Oh gosh.
Hold on. And then I roll a dark side. Ooh. Now, this makes it so for each dark side symbol, one success and one advantage are converted into a failure and a threat. So,
Oh, I thought the player was the one who rolls the.
oh, well, you want? Go right ahead. You go right ahead and roll it then. I know.
Yeah, doesn't it? Yeah.
Okay, it says
on
player,
roll
so
four.
go right ahead.
All right.
I miss little things like that. If you want to roll it, it gives you a better chance. Oh, there you go. So now you have 2 successes, no advantages. Or wait,
Well,
no.
I think it says that it actually changes a failure pip to a success, but I didn't actually get one. But it does change the threat into an advantage.
Ah, so there. Okay, you know what? You're right. I need to read this more thoroughly. So
Or,
you
I
have
mean,
a
does
success
it? Oh
and an advantage.
no, it's talking about the dice faces, I believe, right?
Respectively, yeah. Each light side symbol changes 1 failure and 1 threat into success or advantage, respectively. So yeah,
Yeah.
no
you're-
failure. Your threat becomes an advantage. So you succeeded with a success and an advantage. Now,
Oh wait, no.
You get-
But what I'm saying is that you were right the first time because they're talking about the dice faces. So the die that I rolled that was a failure and a threat becomes a success and an advantage. So it's 2 successes and an advantage.
2 successes and an advantage. That's good. All right. Well, on a success, the PC wins back his wager. So that would have been your 10 credits, your 35 credits, I'm guessing, and an additional wager for each success. So that's another 10 credits, and that'll be 1 hand there, and you can recover a strain as the cards flip in your favor if you've taken any strain. Now, next hand we'll do 3 hands and see what happens. Next hand will also be an average check, and then I'll put you on wait, and then have we'll go over to people talking to the contact, and we'll wait on your 3rd hand.
All right.
So-
So sorry, you changed the difficulty to my cat.
It's still average. It's still average.
Okay, cool. Yeah, my cat's just being a little distracting right now. So.
So that's fine. Yeah, no, it's still average, and then after this one, we'll go and do the talking to the people. Oh, look at you. Okay. So I think that means you have 5 successes and another advantage. Okay, well, with that, it looks
Can I
like
say that
you-
as I'm playing this Sabak game, I'm mentioning little details here and there about just bringing up things that I know about Black Sun, but they're just very subtle, so that it doesn't sound like it sounds like I'm someone who would make a really good initiate into Black Sun. I'm talking about the sort of deals that they like to get into, and I'm just being really smooth about, as I'm playing this game, I'm making conversation and really, chumming it up with these guys.
All right. Well, if you want to keep track of your winnings, that first success is going to be 35 credits. Each additional success will be another 10 credits. And from there, I'm going to move over to the people who are going to go talk. And then we'll come back to you, okay, Rogesh?
Yep, sounds good.
All right. So, Nina, Erdo, and Dara, you were going to go talk to the Bothan, or was it just Nena?
Dara will go because she's dealt with Bothans before.
Okay. There we go. Let me find
Yeah,
this.
Nena's going. Kale says Erdo will go too.
Okay, that's cool. You would have gotten his name. His name is Coruscant Finn.
Spelled with a K.
So, yeah, you would have got that from the bartender. And no fellow Bothans, so that's not going to help you. So, alright, you going to walk up to him? You going to say anything? Or are you just going to stand there and stare at him awkwardly until he acknowledges your presence?
So, on the way up, can Erdo make a valuable facts check on Bothans to see what the best, if he knows the best way to approach them, or maybe underworld if you'd prefer underworld or something else?
You know what? You pick your knowledge. I have very little information about Bothans. I'll let you wing that and tell me what you say.
Okay.
So yeah, make your roll. And let me know what you think you come up with Bothans, because I'm sure you as a person might know more. Someone else here might know more.
What does Erdo have in Underworld?
Nothing, but I'm just gonna roll. I'm just gonna roll it. I don't think valuable facts makes a lot of chance to be, or to use skilled assistance. So I'm just gonna.
I was going to say because Dara's got 2 ranks in
Right.
Underworld.
Right.
I like the idea of valuable facts being like a person's thing. Like it really showcases Erdo's. Okay.
So,
Well, you got yourself a valuable fact about Bothans that I don't really know much about Bothans that might help you, so maybe someone else who might know more about the Star Wars verse could chime in.
Bear with me a second, let me go and get, oh god, one of my books.
Well, you know what? We'll just say that the valuable fact that you came across was that this particular Bothan happens to be quite nice, jovial, and receptive to people, and the whole being owed 20,000 credits is something that might help you get to sway this guy, because Kato's already betrayed quite a few people, so maybe this guy's love for privacy might have been offended.
Right,
That's a valuable fact.
they're information brokers.
I think I got it, D. Thank you, but I think I got what I wanted to add into this to make it better. So that's what you got. That this guy is a very nice person and has a real respect for things like privacy for his clientele, but Kato has kind of shown that he's not to be trusted, and maybe you could use that to spin this in your favor.
Okay, could we wait for him to finish up what he's doing before?
He's not really doing. He's not really doing much. He's been going around. He talks to some waitresses every once in a while. He tells the bartender something to do once in a while, but mostly he just keeps an eye on the whole of his club while enjoying a drink.
so
Owner's prerogative.
Erdo will say to Nana, you know, he looks like he's a pretty amiable guy. Buy him a drink, and I expect he'll be forthcoming about somebody that owes him 20,000 credits.
Okay.
Well, if you want us to start off, it's like, I appreciate it, but
Well,
I own everything on that wall.
Erdo was saying that to Nena, not to. He wasn't doing
He
that.
wasn't saying.
Oh, gotcha. You're saying, explain to Nena.
It's hard to remember.
So Nena, just even before like saying hi to the guy, just slips into the seat next to him and says, "Hey there, what are you drinking?"
He's just says some of my top shelf stuff.
Okay, so she let's see.
Same
Are there
thing
little-
you're drinking.
same thing she's drinking? Are there waiters or are they they're
They're the bartender. He's at the bar.
just the bartender? Can I send somebody over to go get it, get him one of the fancy drinks, or should Nena just go get one?
You can send
That's up to you.
Oh, you-
Bartenders usually come to you.
Oh, I guess they're at the bar.
Yeah, they're all at the bar. He's sitting at the bar. You're sitting at the bar. The bartender is there.
Okay, good. So she, waves over to the bartender and orders the Bothan the same drink she has.
Oh, coming up, doll.
I'd like to introduce you to some of my friends here, and waves over Erdo and Dara. But what are gives their cover names, whatever they are for this mission.
Right. Okay. He's like, hello. All right. Is there something I can do for you? I hope you don't have any complaints. The drinks are fine. You're having a good time. I can't help you with the cards, though. They're that's all on you.
No, we're having a fantastic time. Thank you very much. You got a very, very awesome bar.
Yeah. Now, if I can just get those two to stop arguing with each other, I swear to the force. If I could just cut them in half, sometimes they'd be twice the hurt. I think I'm the person to be asking for directions, but I guess I can try and help you.
Direction? So she gives I'm sorry, my brain is completely blank. She gives a description of the guy we're looking for and his name.
His name.
Wait, Lechos. Or no, Cato Lechos.
Yeah.
He just kind of looks at you like wide-eyed, sets his drink down, like, so you're looking for Cato, huh?
Yes.
Unfortunately.
I'm afraid we are.
Listen, the guy owes me a lot of money, and I don't know what business you're all wrapped up in with him, but I can't go out and giving my clients information out, no matter how terrible of clients they actually are.
Well, if he's owing you a lot of funds, maybe we can help and recover some of that amount.
Listen, he tried to sell me some spice, but I don't really get into that. So, I mean, unless you got 20K, 20 G's on you, I don't really think you're going to be able to just help me recover that. And I can't really tell you where he's at. This would be a part where maybe you want to make a charm check. And valuable facts, that adds a triumph, right?
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay.
Erdo will also nod his approval at just a sec. When the Bothan says he doesn't deal in spice.
Alright, so charm check with a triumph. It's an average, sorry, average.
Alright.
Could Sarah pipe up and say, well, I can probably give you half now upon as a deposit for us getting your money back, or getting the money he owes you.
I mean, why are you offering him money right now?
To be in good favors. Was it the guy we're after owes him money and to, I believe, his good graces?
I mean, if we're supposedly hunting the guy down, if we're going to be paying his debts instead, that seems kind of odd, doesn't it?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Sarah would also go, so what is his normal hangouts apart from here? Do you have any... Up to the minute, and I'll forget that. Yeah, forget that for now.
Alright. Listen, I like you. You're a pretty girl and everything, but I actually don't know where Cato is. If you want to know where he is, you should talk to Varanus. He's an underboss in the Black Suns, alright? Don't tell him that I'm telling you this, but he's right over there at the sabacc table. Go talk to him. He's probably not going to talk to you. He only really seems to talk to people who can actually beat him in cards. He never loses, though, so good luck.
Nena thanks him and... Oh.
As we look over, there's a slight intake of breath from the table and the surrounding patrons as Rogesh handily beats him at cards.
Oh.
Yeah, he hasn't quite beat him. There's just two people left at the table, and it's Rogesh and it's Pauline. This Varanus, the Black Sun's underboss. They're the only two left back in there. Now, alright, this is it. This is it, Rogesh. You're gonna be playing for some serious money. We're gonna go back to you now, and this is the last hand. It's gonna be a hard check. And it's gonna be the same thing that we've been doing, but just with a hard check.
All right.
You can still use whatever skill you want, but I'm gonna up it. The ante is gonna go to like 100, and each bet's gonna be like, each success is gonna be 50. So you're betting big money for them. I know you guys dealing with the thousands.
Yeah, I'll act like it's big money too, like, whoa. All right. I'm trying to think if Rogesh actually would switch to deception for this. I'm not sure. I think that he would actually just want to just stay cool.
I imagine the
Just
boss...
keep in mind, this is also you bluffing him and stuff too. This is you keeping your cool, bluffing
Yeah,
him.
you know what? Yeah, I think he would. Yeah, I would be bluffing him. I'm looking like I'm really sweating my hand, making it look like I'm not confident about my hand. So yeah, I'll do deception.
Okay.
But that will upgrade the check. And
Yep.
All right. Let's see. I'm actually trying to see if there's anything that I can do that would change that. I don't think so. Okay. Well, here goes. Huzzah.
All right. And we'll say with that last hand, you managed. He was like, "All right, I'm going all in," and you bluffed him right back, and you were like, "All in," or you went like, "I'm all in," and he's just like,
Well, how about this? You know, I look like I'm nervous about my hand. He throws his hand down. I kind of give this disappointed sigh, and then show my cards with a smirk.
Boom! Fantastic.
I was going
And
to
he
say,
just looks down at the cards and he's like,
you know, when they start when they start dragging the money towards them. So when he does that, that's when you put your cards down.
And I don't know, I haven't come up with an exact number, but we'll say you just won like 1,000 credits there if you want.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was big money on the whole table. And he's looking really shocked, and he just kind of starts laughing. He's like, that's the first time anyone's beat me in forever. Alright. Kind of like you.
Yeah, so I introduce myself now and try to get some more information from this guy.
Okay, now keep in mind, this guy is Black Sun.
Yeah.
And Kato is also working for Black Sun, so don't make it look like you're hunting him.
Oh, of course not.
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just
that-
want to get more information just to get kind of a lay of the land. Would this be more of a... I'm trying to think of some things that I can ask. Well, you know what? Because I want to see if I can get an in to see if I can. Like this whole time, I've been working on making it look like I would be a great potential recruit for Black Sun.
Okay.
The other option is we know that guy deals in spice, so we can say that we're looking for a business contact type of thing, and he's the guy to go to.
Yeah.
Well, Kato doesn't really so much deal in spice as he steals spice from the people he promised to give it to.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say, how about giving him a chance to win his credits back for information?
I'll throw you guys a bone on this because it's a little iffy how they want you to try and get information out of this guy. But Kato has betrayed many people. I don't know if I've just like really driven that home. He has betrayed every single person he has worked for, except the Black Suns to this point.
Okay.
So use that how you will.
Well, the only problem though is I don't know if I want to allude to the fact that I've been betrayed by him because he's working with Black Sun. Do you know what I mean? I'm not.
Right.
I guess I'm missing the hook that.
Let me see if maybe I can find something in here better than.
I mean, I guess I'm trying to make myself look or seem. Oh, go ahead.
All I know is that they're just saying this is a great opportunity for the PCs to roleplay with Varanus. They should make their case for the Black Sun to distrust Kato and either cite their own experiences with his conduct or spin a tale of their own. And they need to be careful not to reveal their direct link to his activities, or that they could deduce that they were.
Oh,
at a
okay,
role
yeah. So I'll just start mentioning it, and I won't even name him by name. It'll all be about that stinking Nikto that can't enjoy a good game of cards and just cheats up a storm. So it's good to find people that understand, you know, a good game of sabacc doesn't require cheating.
Right. So I was like, oh, I know the guy you're talking about. You're talking about that Katos.
Oh, that's his name? So
yeah.
what did he cheat you out of?
Say what?
No, I'm asking in character. So what did he cheat you out of?
I think they're going to cheat me out of anything. The guy's just a sore loser.
That you know of.
Oh. What do you mean?
Oh, you know what? I had this spice deal with him, and it totally went sour. I didn't even find out until months later.
Really?
You know, this is the thing about Niktos. People really underestimate him. People think that they're all just brawn and no brains. However, because of that, he was fixing the books, skimming off the top. Didn't even suspect it.
You said you've dealt with this Katos before then, huh?
Yeah, little spice deals here and there.
Huh. Alright. Well, now you've got me thinking I should go pay him a visit, make sure he,
What? He's
keep
here?
his end of the deal.
I thought he was still on Tatooine.
No, I don't know where he is right now, but I'm gonna go send some of my boys out to find him.
So, actually, okay, so here's the thing. Can I do a charm check I'll just ask, like, hey, you know, actually, I'd love to pay him a visit as well. How about I join you? Or join your buddies? So I can, like, infiltrate the group, but also send the coordinates to the other agents so that they can tail behind, but just out of sight.
Let me just think real quick, because this would cut a good chunk of the adventure just out, but at the same time we are kind of running behind, so I'm thinking maybe this might be a good idea.
It might look weird. We are a bunch of Pantorans that all came into the bar together.
Yeah, well, no, I have things for that, but yes, there is rules for making a charm check. It'll be hard with a setback, and I think I will go ahead and just upgrade that since you're running a little low here. And I can't guarantee that he's going to give you the information right off the bat, but you'll get something for this.
Okay. So you said it was hard with a setback, right?
Yeah.
And any other adjustments?
It was upgraded once.
Upgraded once, okay. Actually, I'm going to give him a really bright smile that is just such a stunning contrast with my deep blue skin. I am using Congenial.
Oh, you're going to blind him, I see.
Yep. Take some strain for that. And even though he lost in such a way that he still had a lot of fun with this game.
Yeah, definitely. Like, this guy doesn't actually care about the money.
Alright, cool.
He just never loses. Of course you got a triumph. Okay.
So, I mean, I want to say, with that triumph, that I just tell him, look, I don't want to, step into, or I don't want to impose. I totally do want to impose, but I'm saying the whole, I don't really want to impose, but, I could totally help out. I know this guy. Maybe I should come along. I know his tricks.
Okay, let's see. I'm trying to think to myself here. This was a very poorly written all of a sudden, because on one hand, they have this guy talking about how he's going to send his, flunkies to go pick this guy up, and all of a sudden they didn't really come up with the whole idea of any way to deal with you not wanting to just follow him.
Well, tell you what,
right.
let's think about that, because I totally get it. Sometimes the adventure puts in situations like this. So is the main issue that there is a certain progression that needs to be?
I guess technically you don't really need to go to the other two places. It just kind of helps unfold the story, set the mood, gets you more information.
Well, how about this? What if it's just a simple matter of it's going to take some time for to get his guys together, and so we have time to go to the other places, but then he says, meet us back here at such and such time, and then you can head over with them.
Okay, I like that.
Aren't they actually looking out for a bunch of Pandorans? Still.
All right, that ended pretty well. Yeah, I like how Tommy spun that.
You know what?
We'll do
I'm
that.
going to flip a destiny point and say that on the way there, because it would be very obvious, we would have changed our disguises. So I'm a Mary Allen. I don't know. You guys can pick what you guys were set as, but Ragesh has his flesh camo set. So it would be very easy to change how everyone looks except for Kavasek.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm gonna say 5-minute break because I really gotta go. So let's cut the recording, and we'll meet back here in 5. All right, welcome back. We are now picking up where we left off. You guys had just finished speaking to the Black Sun underboss, Varanus, the Fallion. You managed to end the whole thing on amiable terms. Where do you want to go next? You have Umbra Club and the Zelcom Tower.
I have no strong opinion on either.
What information do we have on the Zeltron Tower, if any?
Zelcom.
Whatever that is. Is it like communications?
Oh shit. Okay, hold on, let me see. I have right up here. From your hacking earlier, the file also lists a series of pickups from the Zelcom Tower, referencing both the 4th floor terrace and the side street underground entrance.
What do you reckon? Side street underground entrance?
Yeah,
Say what?
That sounds sneakier.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you guys going to go to Zelcom then?
Which one's closer, if that's detailed?
It's not detailed. You guys are you guys still have your taxi car that you've probably been running around in.
Right.
If you don't, then you can pick up like other speeder taxi fares. I mean,
Well,
you guys.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying, like, it doesn't really give a time or distance. It's wherever you want to go, you get there.
Well, let's just say that it happens to be closer. So, bam. That's our reason.
Okay, well, I'm going to put everyone here together so I can quickly grab them. Is that everyone? That's everyone. And I will now take you over to the Zelcom Tower.
Okay, I'm going to do a quick strain recovery if that's all right.
Yeah, you know what? At this point, if everybody wants to take a strain recovery, go right ahead.
1, 2, 3.
Up, I'm going to wait till you get there. There you go. Because, there's time in between each one of these encounters to recover strain. Tommy probably already got rid of all of his just from the cards, I'm sure, unless he had a lot. Looks like Capsec is all better. Okay, so now that we're all here, looming over its surroundings, the Zelcom Tower is home to a shipping company that delivers goods between the core worlds and the Outer Rim territories. And its headquarters is Sector 1265. It is bustling with visiting clients and traders during business hours. But now, the place is dark and apparently closed for the day. Nevertheless, there appears to be some activity going on around the building under the cover of darkness, and a small shuttle has just departed from an upper docking pad as you approach.
That's probably a drop-off.
Or a shipment.
Or a pickup.
So you said that there was that underground sneaky...
Underground dead drop.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, you can see at least 2 entrances from where you're standing. The front door and the maintenance bay.
Maintenance bay.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
if you want to make an average perception check, you might be able to get a little information.
And he said,
You know what? Actually, I lied. It's an easy because you had information.
Can I do a knowledge check instead? Because I'm really relying upon my knowledge of how buildings are constructed versus looking for it.
Go right ahead. This is where I was thinking Kabasek was going to come into play. Holy crap.
Oh, that's a double triumph. Never mind.
Dara just takes both of her hands out and just like, there, 4th floor Terrence. There, ventilation grates leading to the sub-level. Or just ventilation grates. There's like, those 2 places can get us inside. And Kabasek would be able to tell you, like, that grate there looks like it most likely is going to lead you to one of the sub-levels. While that 4th floor Terrence might put you closer to where, we're going to want to be. Because, well, remember, you're looking to get into the computer of Coram Sadie. Not too many enterprising bigwigs put their office in the basement.
how do you spell that name?
All right. Here we go. No, it's fine. Actually, I do know how to spell it.
Oh, you're going to put it in. Okay. Right.
Or Sum Sadie or something like that. I say I know how to spell it, but I might have misspelled it. So, but that gets you the gist. Okay, so how do you want to proceed? You have 4 entrances that you could use.
The one that looks the best or easiest to sneak into. The one with the most covered, the one with the most with less people that could easily observe us.
Well, see, no, that's the thing with this particular situation. The easier the entrance, the more likely it is to be guarded, but the harder it is to infiltrate and breach one of them, like, say, the 4th floor Terrence. They're probably not expecting people to be breaking in the 4th floor. But the front floor is obviously the easiest one to get into.
How many floors does this building have?
I'm going to say 19.
Can we use the actual taxi to get to the top level?
No.
So just asking mechanically, does that mean that for the 4th floor terrace we have to do a climb check or something, and then
Yes,
check?
there will be checks for getting to the elevated terrace 4 floors up.
Okay.
Is there a building close opposite or next to?
Not really, not any that's going to be able to help you.
So Kavasek takes out his grappling gun. What are those called? That's not what they're called,
Ascension
right?
pistol.
His ascension pistol, and he looks over to Ragesh. I brought mine. Did you bring yours?
Actually, there is things here. If you guys wanted to flip a destiny point, you can all say that you have the gear, some climbing gear on you.
Ragesh smiles and just taps on his boots.
Oh, right. You can fly.
Can you fly, Bobby? So those who don't have climbing gear, shall we spend a destiny?
Yeah, I can be carrying it up.
Well, one of the things that we can do is Ragesh can jump up, but he can jump up holding onto the grappling portion of the ascension pistol to establish a line that then all of you can then use, and then he can pull himself up at the end.
Are you saying you're doubting Kavasek's accuracy with the pistol?
No, not at all. Just want to make sure. No. So this is what Ragesh says. Ragesh just says, "No, not at all." But this way, we can make sure that it's quiet.
Okay.
Okay.
This is where Dara wishes she didn't get rid of her ascension pistol to, oh god, Margot's boyfriend.
Oh, the Batman of Way Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Tommy, if you're gonna do this, just give me a average piloting planetary check. I'm only doing this so I can upgrade it because you guys need some light side. I think I've been lackadaisical on that.
All right, average piloting check.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually, I'm gonna do an overcharge check first because I want to boost up my agility.
I love that. I love it. I can't wait till R2 gets it.
Does not work. So with those two advantages, though, can I get a boost on the check? So I don't actually, I don't charge
right. No,
up
fine.
enough.
You don't upgrade it or whatever it is,
Right.
but you do get a little better at it. Yeah, I'll let that happen. You get a boost.
And a little bit worried though. It's like, wait, what just happened with my cybernetic circuits there? But shrug it off.
At least it wasn't this. It wasn't any threats. I would have loved to like short circuit one of your legs or whatever.
Oh no. And the agility is actually his arm. He's using it as like a balancing thing as he's flying. So.
All right. Still, it would have been funny to one of your limbs just become useless.
And you said it was a hard check or
Average.
I do have one setback though on it, and give me 1 second. I don't pilot that often, so I have to check piloting space. Okay.
It's planetary.
Or piloting planetary, yes. Okay. Alright, here it is. Ooh, a lot closer than it should have been.
Yeah, I was about to get some payback for what you did to R2. But no, you managed to get up there, and I'll say with those advantages, you didn't draw any undue attention because traffic and everything can't really just sort of meshes well, and you secure it, and I'll say that downgrades the athletics check that they're going to need to climb up this thing from hard to average, and everybody who wants to make a climb up there, let me know. I'm going to upgrade it so I can give you some light side.
I think Dara's going to flip to say that she's got an ascension pistol with her, if that's okay.
Okay.
Well, I mean, isn't the point of the ascension pistol is that it takes you up and down? What is...
Oh, so what I was saying is that to keep things as quiet as possible, that instead of ascension pistols clinking against the side, we just use one ascension pistol, establish a line, you climb up, and then the last person then pulls. So Kavasek would pull himself up with the full functionality at the very end.
Or theoretically, whoever has the least athletic. But
Yeah,
that's all up to you.
that's. I do have a reroll for athletics, but that's definitely one green for me.
Okay, so how many people can I expect? 3 people to be making athletics checks?
Well, but the whole point is that even if Dara had an ascension pistol, unless it's an emergency and she falls, she doesn't use it, so we don't have those ascension grappling things clinking against the side of the metal building.
Right, I get it, but it would be Dara, Nana, Erdo climbing, making athletics checks, and then Kavasek pulling himself up the cable.
Well, Nana has horrible athletics. Usually with climbing stuff, we've always had somebody carry her. She's only got 2 green.
Well, Dara's not that worse off as well.
Oh, maybe
She's got-
Katasek should hand her he climbs and hands her the pistol.
Katasek has 1 green.
Oh!
Erdo could probably carry Nana. What
Wait,
penalties
Kavasek
would
only
you...
has 1 green though.
Kavasek has the Ascension pistol.
Oh, okay.
What difficulty would you impose for him giving her a piggyback ride, essentially? Need to wait for me.
I would.
Well, how about this? What if Erdogan just made sure that he was under Nena as she went up and gave, like, skilled assistance to the roll, but if she fell, then Erdogan can make a check to catch her?
That's fine by me. That's how he wants to play it.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to upgrade it 3 times for each of you. And that'll just be everybody makes their athletics check.
Dara's only got 1 yellow, 1 green. Her athletics is completely abysmal.
At this point, Ragesh is like typing into his data pad little text messages. Next gymnastics class, you.
Next piloting class, you, and you.
I think Rogesh is going to handle on piloting.
Yeah, a little bit.
Space piloting?
He's actually better at space pilot than planetary.
Oh, dear.
I think
Okay.
Rogesh is just sort of good at everything. But yeah, no, let's move this along.
Well, I'm actually going to flip back, so... And what was the difficulty apart with 1
Just-
red and
It's just average, so it's 1 red,
1
one green.
purple?
or yeah, 1 red, 1 purple.
Oh, someone catch me if I fall, please, and please do not make it an unmarked grave here on this desolate world.
Yeah. Thank you, Erdo, for the skill to
Erdo just pulls himself up without even using his feet, all like super Vin Diesel style.
He just force jumps up.
Oh,
All right, I will say it was a little stressful for Nana, so it's
Sorry, Kale was saying something. I didn't catch that.
Oh, I was just saying that Erdo isn't doing anything flashy on Coruscant. No,
Yeah.
no force jumping, none of that stuff.
All right, and we'll say it was a little stressful, a little straining to get up there for Nana, so she can just have a point of strain, and we'll call it a day. And now that you're up on this turrets, you have run into your next problem: a locked door. So you have 2 options for getting through this. You could try to pick the lock, or you could try to slice the lock.
Can we try both? And just...
I mean, I guess you could also try smashing and or shooting the windows. That is the 3rd option, but I'm assuming you're not going for that one. But yeah, you can try both.
Because I want to do a non-computerized method first, just so that to kind of circumvent any
Alarms triggering.
yeah, you know what I mean. Like that would be the first, but if that fails, then we go into the computer method.
All right, I'll just give you guys a give me on this. If you do this, like any of these methods can trigger an alarm if you do them poorly.
Okay. Well, I guess what I mean is that RP-wise, Ragesh would be making that assumption, even if it's false.
Okay, no, that's fine. Continue on with your idea, Ragesh.
Could Dara attempt to skullduggery the lock?
Whoever wants to skullduggery the lock, that is what it is. That is what the
yeah,
check is.
that was what I was thinking about with Ragesh.
Yeah, skullduggery or computer.
I mean,
I didn't.
If you have it better, I've got 3 yellow, 2 green.
All right, and the skullduggery check is going to be. Are you going with skullduggery? I just want to know.
Well, no,
which
I
one
was
you're gonna go
asking because Dee just piped up about doing skullduggery. So, what is your skullduggery?
Just 2 yellow.
Oh, okay. I'll do it.
with. Okay, so you are doing skullduggery. I just want to know before I give you the difficulty.
Well, I only want to do it. Sorry, I don't want to meta this too much, but the way he's thinking is that let me just see if I can tinker with this lock so you don't have to inject slicing program stuff into it first. But in other words, does it look
Yeah, no,
like something that both checks could be attempted on?
Yes, absolutely. All right.
Okay.
So go ahead, give me a skullduggery check.
Out of her hair,
It'll be
Dara
hard, and I will upgrade it.
can
Sorry,
Dara
I
pull a
couldn't-
bobby pin?
I couldn't hear you, David.
Sorry, it's
Sorry.
as a hard check,
Uh-huh.
and it's upgraded once. I flipped for it.
All right.
Can Dara pull a bobby pin to hand to Ragesh from her hair?
Sounds great. Unskilled assistance. Bam. And let's see here. Okay.
Ah, look at that. Fantastic. All right.
Click.
Master of Shadows works with skullduggery?
Skullduggery and stealth.
I like that. Okay. Well, you get in, you open it real super quietly, and even manage to disable the alarm trigger so that it didn't get set off. So now you've got, like, I don't know, a space tape over it so it still thinks it's closed. That's how we're gonna say it. And you guys can all get it. I don't know how to break security in real life, so I wouldn't even know how to role play that. So y'all get in very quietly, and nobody's the wiser. Now I'll let you know. You guys have run into what looks like a directory, and Coram Sadia's office is on the 19th floor. Now there's an elevator that you can also see on the "You Are Here" map. But you can also probably assume that there's going to be security throughout here. So what I'm going to want from everyone is some security checks.
Security? Do you mean
Or not
stealth?
security. What stealth? What was I? I was reading the word security while talking. Sorry. I need some stealth checks.
Can Dara use her perception?
If you want to roll perception, I will use that, and you can use any advantages, or you can use maybe like successes and advantages on that some way to give people boost to their stealth, being like, "Hey, no, don't go there. He's about to come out that way."
Because she's looking more or less for like laser traps, ankle high.
Yeah, you can. You probably need to be worried about foot guards, but yeah. If you want to make a quick perception check, I'll let someone do that, just one person. And then that person can kind of be like the lookout while the other people are trying to like be stealthy.
What's
Yeah,
the
Dara will
difficulty?
do.
So what?
What was the
Tommy?
difficulty on that?
You're right. We'll say it's average because it's not too hard to see the guards because they got flashlights and whatnot. But
Even if it's better mechanically, it sounded like Dee was the one who wanted to do the perception check. So Ragesh can just be more focused on stealthing around right at this moment, or kind of getting ready to.
yeah, maybe coaching people because that's probably what
Yeah.
it's going to end up being. You're using your successes to keep other people from getting spotted.
Right.
Will Dara get any bonuses due to her vision?
I'll just say that you don't take the setbacks from the dark, since that's usually what dark vision does.
Okay, thank you for the boost. Okay, I'm definitely going to flip. And here we go.
Well done.
Okay, so I'll say with that you can give out 2 boosts just
Okay.
to other people. You can decide who gets them.
I would say whoever's coming up after me and the person directly after them.
Okay, and then I'll just have everyone make their stealth checks. I will upgrade for Rogesh, and who else is stealthy?
Kavasek has a shadow suit.
I'll upgrade for Rogesh and Kavasek.
Because what Dara will do is, you know in the army where they do the fingers to the eyes and point directions.
Yep. Okay.
That's
And
more or less what she's going to be doing.
all right, and the difficulty for this will be hard because you don't want. It's difficult trying to creep around here with moving roaming patrols.
Ooh, Ragesh.
Wait a minute, did Rogesh just fail a stealth check?
I
Does
did.
this
So
happen?
good thing I've got a reroll.
This is fantastic. Should screenshot it for posterity.
Will he fail again?
Probably not.
Yeah,
Attempt
I don't
fate
think I
like
have.
that, guys. Jeez.
There we
Very
go.
well. So does Derek have to make a stealth check as well?
Not a lot of successes though. That's a bit risky.
Well, with our
Wait,
triumphs, though, I want to use mine to throw an upgrade.
Use
Oh,
You know what? I'll let you guys use those upgrades to, or those triumphs to upgrade the next two people that make their stealth checks.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, you forgot to roll a boost because I gave you a boost for the person coming up after me, and the person after that.
Great. An extra success.
I'm sorry, who's taking that? Because I just had flipped, not knowing that there was going to be something like that. So.
You guys.
Oh well, you would
can
still
figure that
roll,
out.
and we would apply to cover as needed.
Oh, okay. So I should still flip because it's not the best. Okay.
Yeah, and you're probably going to end up getting one of the upgrades from the triumphs, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Oh yes, yeah. Take an upgrade. My stealth is normally a lot better, but I didn't have my mimetic suit.
Yeah, I loved my mimetic suit when I had it for a while. Oh wow! Don't.
Aha!
She knocks something like a vase.
Ah, nope. I got it. This is gonna be. It's gonna be
And
perfect.
Erdo knocks it off.
No, you don't know. Go to. You know what? Actually, not a bad idea. I do like that. Okay, so just to set the idea here. So wait, Dara, did you make a stealth check?
No, I haven't. I just asked, do I need to make one?
Yeah, you need to make a stealth check. Everybody needs to make a stealth check.
Right, okay.
Just because you're watching for guards doesn't mean you're not actively being
Okay.
stealthy.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Okay.
can cover. I can cover for Erdo, and Kavasek can cover for Dara.
Okay, I like that. So here's how it went down. Like Dara was sitting there trying to keep her head on a swivel, watch where she's going. Erdo, not being the most stealthy of people, ends up knocking over like a vase. But you said you were covering for Erdo, right, Rogesh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you noticed that, and you just you like totally catch the vase midair.
I catch
Well-
it with my foot.
Yeah, you do something crazy like that, and like that distracts Dara just long enough that when she wasn't looking, a guard almost noticed her. Kavasek just grabbed her, pulled her back to the shadows, and like he walked right past without seeing any of you. So you got Kavasek holding on to Dara, Ragesh standing there on like 1 foot holding a vase, Nina just being like, oh, and then like Erdo's like, oh, sorry.
Anything with Nina's triumph or?
Yeah, you know what? That I can't really think of anything right now.
Well, how about
Or
this?
So many
Because-
triumphs.
Yeah, with the triumphs at the end, maybe Nena and Dara somehow give us an upgrade on the next check coming up.
I like that.
Yeah, I don't know what we're going into, but once we know, then we can flavor those, or they can flavor those.
Yeah, no. Well, I'll just pocket those triumphs and let you guys probably have them as upgrades later on. Okay, so now that you've
by
managed,
the way, can I sorry to interrupt, but
that's fine.
before we move
Go ahead.
forward, though, as I catch the vase with my foot for Erdogan, maybe we can say it's something that actually has some significance. Maybe it's actually Black Sun doesn't realize, but maybe it's some sort of rare artifact that Erdogan would notice.
If you wanted to flavor it that, just to let you know, this isn't really I don't think this is a Black Sun's location. It might be, actually. I think they're just smuggler transporters, like.
I guess what
I
I'm
think.
trying to do here is just randomly, but with this moment, maybe Erdogan can do a lore check of some sort. That this item may give some feelers for an upcoming mission that I'm doing.
All right, let's throw Rogesh a bone. Let's throw Tommy a bone here. And Erdo, could you make me a lore check? Tommy, you're working a little bit on this. What kind of difficulty would you suggest?
I would say because it's so random, so out of the way, and Erdogan wouldn't have even thought about it until it's like, whoa, wait a minute. Let's make it a formidable.
Okay. If Erdo thinks he can handle that, go make me a formidable lore check. Oh, you got that. Wow, okay.
So I'm going to say that with that triumph, there are depictions that, as you look closer, they are very stylistic depictions of what you recognize to be Night Sisters.
So Erdo's like, Tommy, do you know? Or like, Tom. Erdo's like, Rogesh, do you know what you have on your foot right now? Okay. Interesting. So do you guys want to pocket this vase for later study then?
Up to Erdo.
Can't hear you, Cal.
He'd
He said
hesitate
yes.
for a minute, but if we think it might be Black Sun or smugglers or something like that, who probably, I mean, they've got it in a hallway, so yeah, they are not sufficiently protecting the artifact to have a decent claim to it.
I love it. You can't protect it. It's yours. It's mine. That sounds an awful lot like what a cat burglar might come up with.
Yeah, by the way, so on this little like stylistic drawing, you see, he recognizes it as Night Sisters, and there is this very subtle flame effect in the background, and that's all I'll say.
I see what you're hinting at. Okay. All right. I like it. The little caveat was nice. Let us continue on. You have made it to the elevator, and now that you're in the elevator, it's not too hard. You know which floor you need to go to. You press the button. You get up there, and you're lucky that you don't just open up into a hallway filled with guards. And now you can go to his private office, but lo and behold, yet another obstacle, another locked door.
I'm going to say that, I mean, I'm going to be cautious about this one because the one on the outside, I'm like, yeah, I could just pick that. But I think that for one on the inside, maybe we want to go straight for the computerized type check.
Well, that's the unfortunate part. There is no computerized option. You have to lockpick this one.
Oh, okay. What's the difficulty?
It's average. He puts much more faith in his outside security than he does in his inside security.
If I can get unskilled assistance from somebody.
Another bobby pin?
All right, cool. Alrighty.
Whew, nailed it. All right, and you know what? I don't know how, but maybe just the way you did that, you don't have to worry about it becoming relocked or anything like that. You know what? Triumph,
Yeah,
you don't
wait.
have to worry about any of the guards coming by for a while.
Yeah, thank you. Like, we just happened to be here right during a low point in the guard changeover or something.
Yeah, you know,
They're on
they're
break.
being slackers right now.
Did you
It's
use
union
the upgrade?
There you go.
Okay. Now, here is where it also gets kind of interesting. You've got his computer, but now you also have a few filing cabinets and various things among them. What would you like to do?
Ragesh can look through the file cabinets while someone else goes to the computer.
And Dara will just keep an eye out and, use hand signals to the next person who is hidden in a certain place where they can see Dara, and then pass the signal onto another person who can get a line of sight on the people, the people doing the jiggly, what's name, with the filing cabinet could, see them doing a hand sign for hold still. Here comes trouble.
All right, so Dara's being a lookout. Ragesh is going through the filing cabinets. Who's going to go for the computer?
Erdo, do you want to help me with this? I think we've got a good team going for the dealing with computer stuff.
Absolutely, and Erdo will just pass Kavasek a link up to his data pad.
Okay, it's going to be. You guys are pretty good at this, so I'm going to give it a daunting computers check. But I will let you take one of the upgrades from one of the earlier triumphs as just saying, like, things. You guys are really pumped that everything's been going pretty smoothly for you. All things
Yeah,
considered.
everything's going well. Yeah. Are you gonna flip to upgrade?
Yeah, I need to do that. Sorry, I've been reading my book and then forgetting that you haven't been really seeing you guys flip.
No, I know how it goes. I know how it goes. Okay, so I've got Erdo's added intelligence. I've got my data breaker, and daunting with one upgrade. I fail.
Oh, I'm going to throw in a mentor point.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, good job. Good job, because that's kind of like.
Kavasek is like Rogesh can tell that Kavasek's getting a little frustrated with the one particular safety security algorithm that he just isn't getting past. And I guess he just what would he say to Kavasek?
So as Ragesh is rifling through the file cabinet, he looks over and he whispers, "Look at the post-it on the upper right corner."
And then Kavasek enters the password that's entered there.
Well, maybe it's not the password. Maybe it's just, sometimes people put the clues to their password.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. That works. Okay, well, before I get into the full-blown details of what we have in the computer check, I will just say, Ragesh, you found stacks of data pads that reveal that many Black Sun shipments are located in different bays of the warehouse in sublevel 1A, and it appears that Corum is a primary supplier of weapons in the Black Sun syndicate. And you have run into what looks like a flimsily locked drawer. So if you want to pick that, it'll be easy. You can go ahead and put that dice pool together while I'm explaining what you got from the computer's check.
Okay.
Now, with the success, the computer files are clearly labeled and include numerous records of the shipments, invoices, and balance sheet. A quick search of the system for Cato's name provides an invoice for a partial shipment of weapons delivered 1 day ago, as well as an address that of the Kellerium processing plant in Sector 943. Now, the remaining items on the invoice are scheduled to arrive later this evening at the abandoned section of the factory. The PCs can gather names of potential contacts and the Zelcom's organization for the files as well, including individuals with Cato worked with in the past if you want to. How many advantages did you get total? 3?
Yeah, three advantages in the triumph.
Oh, it looks like, well, you just got everything. Among the items listed on the invoice marked ship is a miniature thermal detonator. Though not quite as deadly as the larger versions, they still pack a punch bigger than a grenade.
I think this guy might be leaving traps. We need to be careful if we're going after him.
Yeah, so you know that Cato at least has at least a thermal detonator, a miniature one. And now for the other thing is, not far from the files detailing Cato's transaction is another interesting tidbit. It's a recall notice for the Mirsan Munitions Incorporated. And apparently their latest batch of miniature thermal detonators is defective. They rarely, if ever, detonate properly when used.
I wonder what an improper detonation means.
All right, and Ragesh, did you make your skullduggery check for the easy lock? If you want, you don't have to, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Let's not find out, Erdo says to Kavasek.
Right.
Wait, what is that? Did you just... Oh, I just wiped away the difficulty?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess technically you could still fail by not rolling any successes.
Sure.
That has happened to me before. But, alright, inside, you find a holdout blaster. You may or may not care about that. But here's the big stuff. A spare security card that has sub-level 1A written on it, and a hand scanner that seems to be calibrated to check the power levels and stress points on weapon systems.
All right. Yeah.
Alright, and you guys seem to have managed to not set off any alarms to your knowledge. Now, you have this information. You know that there is a partial weapon shipment that is due to be getting sent out to Kados. That's going down in sub-level 1A right now, possibly.
So we know that this shipment, and it's a big shipment, looking through the
Right,
manifest.
there's weapons and possibly even thermal detonators.
So let's try to sneak in with the weapon shipment.
Kavasek retains all the names on the documents for both the broker and the rebellion's usage.
Okay. Alright, so you guys are going to try and take the elevator down to sub-level 1A. You have the access card. The elevator will give it to you. Yeah, you know what? We'll say that you don't have to make any stealth checks because of all those last few triumphs.
I mean, is everyone okay with that idea, though? Because that means we're skipping one section of this.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't feel so bad about skipping one section as I do about skipping, two. But there is still quite a bit more after this.
Yeah, so we know that there's something happening imminently, so we need to pounce on it.
Yeah. So yeah, let's sneak in. Let's hide in the crates.
So as you use the elevator, okay, you get down there, and as you wind down the stair, you get off the elevator and you go down. So there's some stairs, and as you wind down the stairs, you reach a catwalk that spans a large open area. This subterranean room is at least 30 meters wide by 40 meters long and filled with a number of crates, loaders, and other shipping facility equipment. At the far end of the room is a large set of blast doors, easily large enough to allow access by cargo speeders and shuttles. The door must lead to an underground tunnel system capable of moving the illicit wares unseen.
So there are people in here, though, right?
There are lots of people. Here's rough count, I'll say... What did they say? How many people should be in here? I'll say like 15.
So this is what I want to do. I want to just have Rogesh not be the one to sneak into those crates. I'm going to make a big distraction and escape, but I'll meet back up with you guys because I'm going to join up with the Black Sun people that are heading there too.
Interesting.
So I've got my performer's outfit on. Just it's kind of gaudy, so it's maybe it's one of those things where I can pull on a zipper or something so that the more colorful like fringe or something shows. I don't know, but yeah, I make myself more noticeable, and I'm just going to run by, and I'm trying to think what the excuse would be.
Hold on,
I'm gonna act like I'm drunk. Somehow I got in here. I'm completely drunk off my ass, and laughing and running around, and yeah.
Yeah, I was supposed to move you over here, but alright. So that's viably insane. Because you're in the secret sub-basement that no one's supposed to know about, that you need special access cards, that and you're just gonna stumble in drunk.
Oh, wait a minute, I know. So as we were going through that list, maybe one of the triumphs that Kavasek got is we got names of some of the employees, so I can start yelling out one of the names of one of the guys, like, ah, you know, thanks for the booze. So they don't even see my face, but they just hear me yelling the names of people that actually work here, laughing and saying thanks for the booze as I'm running by.
Are there any?
In other words, totally implicating that I'm one of them who's gotten totally drunk and just causing a scene.
Okay, well, a few of them look like they're going to go over there on official business, but a few of them look like they just want to come see what the hell this crazy guy is doing. And I'm going to say that now there's only about 9 people that are going to stay there and keep working. So that'll give you... How many for Rogesh to deal with? I can't math. 6? 6.
I can't do a check to try to get as much
You wanna-
attention as possible.
You want to get all their... Okay, if you want to...
Well, yeah, I mean, I literally want just all of them just, you know, focused on me. Maybe even grab some of the weapons laughing as I run by, just so that to give everyone a chance to get
If
in.
you start grabbing weapons, you're going to get all their attentions, and they're all going to probably start shooting at you.
Are there any hard hats and fluorescent jackets so we could try and muscle in on getting
Let's
the shipment ready?
Let's just go with that these illegal criminal smugglers are not real big on hard hat safety. I mean, they don't really have a uniform.
So yeah, I'm going to be drunk, and I'm going to grab 2 weapons and just kind of do the whole, like, yeah, just shooting them up at the ceiling, laughing, and stumbling around, but I am going to do coordination dodge, but it's going to look more like Drunken Master Kung Fu dodge.
Drunken Master Dodge. Okay, go for it. I will have just a few of these guys shoot at you. Let me pull up a handout for... We're in the Zelcom tower.
But they would actually shoot a fellow employee?
You just grabbed guns and started shooting like...
No,
What
I'm
is he
shooting
doing?
up at the ceiling. Yeah, I'm not shooting at them, I'm just...
Okay, then a few of them are going to go over there and probably, I don't know, try and kick the shit out of you and get the guns away from you.
Okay.
We'll go with that. They'll brawl you. Is that better?
Well, I'm running as well.
You're going to run. Okay, well, they're going to try and chase you down.
Okay.
And we'll say maybe just one particularly speedy person gets close to you and tries to make an attack. So we'll have... I just want to throw at least one attack out at you.
Okay,
We'll see
sure.
a couple of guys try to get close to you.
I will flip, though.
Okay, so... The difficulty for a melee attack is 2 purple, right?
Yeah.
So it'll be 1 red, 1 purple, and
I've got
there's
1
2
defense.
of them, and 1 defense. Okay,
And 6 auto failures.
6 auto failures. So they just tried to they tried to, you know, grab you, and you just keep just sort of like pivoting at the right moment. You like hit one of them in the back of the head with your elbow, and he's falling on the floor, and you're just like ah, laughing and shooting, and you just running away, and they keep tripping over each other, tripping over some random stuff that you didn't even realize that you had just thrown down, that they didn't even realize you had just thrown down, and it's just a complete mess for them, and it's like the whole 9 yards. And well, every time, you know, more people go down and start yelling, "Hey, get him!" You know, more people keep running over there to try and get to you. And all of them just keep failing miserably. And now nobody really seems to be paying attention to the cargo speeder.
So can I do the effect of a deception check, like to engage one of my talents, but use that talent? So normally it would be bad cop, which adds upgrades to a social roll, but in this case I'm actually using the upgrades to add to stealth rolls.
Oh, sure. I can't come up with a good reason why to say no to that. Other than it's just weird, but I want to see what happens.
All
I
right.
want to see how this goes.
What would be the difficulty?
Boy. Let's see. You're probably really good at lying. You're not actually the person you say you are, though. We'll just go with, like, just daunting. Because you not really painting the picture that you are the person you say you are.
Yay, okay. So yeah, I've got, let's do this. I'll give one person a boost, one person an upgrade, and 2 people 1 upgrade to their check.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, go right ahead. Can I get some fellows here to try and sneak into this cargo ship? This is also going to portray you trying to find a place where you can wait it out, and they might not just accidentally run into you. So it's going to be a hard check. Oh, and you guys need some points, so I will upgrade for Kavasek and Dara. They look stealthy, right?
Yeah, Kavasek kicks his shadow suit into gear and races forward. Not a lot of successes to share, unfortunately.
Dara's gonna flip.
Don't forget all the bonuses.
Yeah,
Tommy
remember,
is
you get
handing out.
someone gets an upgrade, 2 people get
Yeah.
upgrades, and 1 person gets a boost.
Okay, Dara's gonna take the boost. Yeah, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 advantages.
So Brandon, did you take an upgrade?
No.
Yeah, maybe we could do that and see if you get. Maybe you'll replace green favorably.
Well, Erdo and Nena can just get those upgrades, right? They're sneaking on too, I assume.
He rolled for 1, but let's do the 1d2 to see which one it replaces. Please do 1. Yeah!
So at least 1 success to share with Dara. Now, what about Nena and Erdo? Have they rolled? They haven't rolled yet.
Yeah, one
No,
of you
no,
guys can get a upgrade. And upgrade.
You take it.
I feel like Erdo can. No. No successes, no failures, just all advantages and threats. It's fantastic. Well, Nena, it all comes down to you. You got to get at least 2 successes.
And I do have the upgrade?
Yes, you have the upgrade.
Might as well flip.
Probably should. Oh.
Could some of Dara's advantages go up as boosts for Erdo and...
Well, the only problem though is that already with stealth, it's
Yeah.
pooled, so.
Yeah.
Too late.
So here's the thing. Erdo, you did not able to hide, but when one guy finds you, is like, hey, you one of the new guys? I haven't seen you around. What are you doing just hiding back here? You trying to nap?
It's hard work down here. Scary with all these weapons around and crazy people. What's going on? I'm trying to keep out of the hail of blaster fire and the sparks coming from the ceiling.
Yeah, man, don't be such a wimp. Get back to work. And make me just I don't know, an average deception check. And if you make it, he'll believe you. If not, he might get suspicious.
Okay.
All right. He believes you. He believes you. He's like, man, just don't be a wimp and get back to work. So now they think you're one of the boys for this particular trip. All right. So now this is going to be weird. I'm going to have to solo play with Rogesh for a little bit because you guys will show up in the final battle. Rogesh, how do you deal with the angry mob of people now that your teammates have accomplished their mission?
I'm going to climb up and jump out of a window.
On a basement floor?
Oh, right. I'll go back the way that we came. Just run.
You're just gonna run back to the elevator like, haha, bye guys, and just close it on them?
Sure.
It's fantastic. Forever now will live the legend of the drunken idiot.
And as I'm doing this, So the doors are about to close, but right before I get to the doors, I just take both of the guns I have in my hand and just throw it in their faces.
Okay, fantastic. That's great. You know what? Just for giggles, why don't you just go ahead and roll me just like a percentage die? We'll say, what is it? High is bad for you. That's what you like.
Yep.
Oh, well, look at that. Under the 50%.
Phew.
We'll say you managed to grab one of the thermal detonators if you want, one of the miniature thermal detonators, and you can use that at a later date if you like.
Yeah, so as I'm running by, I say very loudly in a drunken voice, yoink!
Okay, and then, gosh, I wish it says show to players. Does that show it to you? Can you see the rules under the handouts for mini thermal detonator? Or do I actually have to go and edit it?
Well, no, so, once you do that, though, you show to players and then you save. And then that'll put it in our handouts.
Oh, see, I didn't know I had to open up the edit and then go to... You know what? Since you're the only one that has it, I can put it specifically in your journal so only you can see it. So there you go. You should be able to see that, Tommy.
Okay.
And those are the stats for that, should you so choose to use it.
Alright.
Alright, so you've gotten away from them, and now this is going to be a little bit different than how it's supposed to go. I totally expected this to derail from the adventure because it's our group, but I just
But
didn't
see,
know the
this
specifics.
is the part where you don't even tell us that.
No, I know that. I know that, but
we don't even know, or we shouldn't even know. This is going
I know, but
according
I
to
can't,
plan.
I can't guarantee that it's going to end up being all that great now that I'm totally winging it.
Well,
So-
no, how about this? I mean, just make it easy on yourself. Just say that, why don't you just make it so that it still follows the main gist of how it's established, but the only different detail is that Ragesh meets up with the guys, and so maybe instead of doing a whole thing with me, you just start with them, just like it's written, and then I get there. So in other words, it's the RP way of how I get to the scene. So you don't have to spend a lot of time with me on that. And it doesn't have to derail anything.
It's just that every choice that all of you have made is completely off the rails here. So I have an idea of how this can go. This works out fine. I know exactly what to do. So everybody's waiting in this very cramped, dark, unpleasant little ride. Ragesh, you go and you meet up with some of the Falline's thugs. And they're now going to be taking you to Novacor. And that is... Well, I'll just skip that entire slide, because, yeah. You'll be going to Novacor. And you guys will have to scroll down to the bottom. I apologize. This is an actual layup from the map. Ragesh, you will be coming in. I'll put you guys up here. Man, this is weird. Okay, so you guys are going to show up at the very top is where our intrepid Heidi adventurers will wait. If anybody wants to make strain recovery rolls, be my guest. Go right ahead and do that. And you, Ragesh, will be down at the bottom on the landing pad. Now, our friends here will not really be able to see anything until they actually get out of the cargo loader. And let's see. I have to wing a little bit.
I do have a hidden recorder, so I will be transmitting to them so that they can hear what's going on.
Okay, that's perfect. You, Ragesh, have yourself an Aqualish and a Weequay with you. There are a couple of Black Sun thugs. They're like, we're gonna take it to this guy. He's gonna get his. Now, Ragesh, just to narrate you through this, you will end up going through the offices here. If you want to move, see, can you see yourself? You actually see where your token is?
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll move up into the offices there, and there's robots, droids working, and a couple of Mustafarians. They would have given you some trouble, but they see who you're with, and they've decided that they don't want to come down to their little high-rise office up here and talk to you. Now, that's also they going to lead you this way and take you here into this area. And then you can see from here, this is where they do all the Calarium processing. And there's moving, well, nothing's moving right now, but if there's probably a way to do that later. And you will go up into this area. Now, it does look like this place is shut down for now, but if there's a startup somewhere, you could probably get it moving, and there may be some burny, slicey, crushy bits that could be unpleasant if someone should fall into those. But these guys decided they're not going to wait and be smart or anything, and they're going to go and be like, "Hey, K2, boss wants to talk to you. Says there's something about you not paying up on the spice deal." These guys are just terrible people. And K2's like, "What?" And they are now having the unfortunate process of being dead. Because he shoots them from out of nowhere. And you're like, "Oh crap." And now, all of those of you who had been offloaded were either hiding in crates or managed to slip out and make it to the shadows, can now see this area. You can see that there is a starship here and what looks to be a pallet, a living area even. It's terribly kept and very bare. The guy doesn't spend a lot of time here, but you had just seen him take out the Weequay and the Aqualish without much of a thought. And Ragesh, he's just like looking at you. Do you want to say anything at this point?
I just act like just any random minion flunky. Oh my gosh, we just wanted to talk. The boss sent us here, and so I'm acting really scared. Deception check just to look like I'm completely harmless and stupid.
All right. Well, we will go with a. Oh boy, that's cool, right? That versus cool.
Deception, yeah.
Okay, and
No, deceptions versus discipline. Sorry.
Discipline, and that's willpower.
Uh-huh.
So you're gonna make the roll. It'll be hard with 2 upgrades because adversary counts for pretty much everything, right?
Hard with 2 upgrades. Okay. Can I get a situational boost? Because I mean, I just came here with Black Sun thugs. I as far as he's concerned, I look like another Black Sun member.
Right. Oh, and they're. Wait.
So, yeah, on the boost.
Yes, to the boost. I was just trying to. There we go. Can you see Kato there?
Oh no! Haha. So he. Oh, but wait. I used a reroll earlier, but I don't remember what that reroll was. Oh, it was the stealth
Skullduggery.
reroll. So I do
stealth.
have a deception reroll.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that.
Do it. Now, what would you folks hiding in the shadows like to do at this point?
Daryl will get her guns ready.
Now, I guess, do you want to take this guy on, or do you want to try and talk him? Because early in the mission, you were talking about taking him on.
Well,
Trying to convert him.
One thing we could do is that as Ragesh is distracting the guy, we can make sure to disarm him, incapacitate him, and then we talk. I mean, he just killed 2 people instantly. He's dangerous, So we need to neutralize the threat, then we can discuss things
Right.
with them.
He's like, all right, who are you? You ain't look like no Black Suns that I ever met before. I don't know who you are, and ain't no one supposed to be showing up here.
So I give the name of the guy, the filing guy, and just say, hey,
Varanus?
Varanus, he just wanted us to. It sounds like there were some rumors going around about. Yeah, I don't know. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me, man. Don't tase me, bro.
Just for the don't tase me, I'd be like, all right, fine. You gotta understand, a lot of people looking for me. I'm a little itchy on the trigger finger. Guess you can apologize to your boss for me, but you boys are usually pretty expendable.
So actually, can I say with those advantages that one of the guys is actually still alive? It's just that he's incapacitated, but maybe I could do a medical check of some sort. I mean, the basic point is that I don't want this guy to get back up, but I'd love to have a Black Sun survivor so that I can have like a little note that says the PYKE Syndicate sends its regards.
Go right ahead, yeah. I'll just hand wave the medical. You can get the guy stabilized. He just got shot in the leg. He was a little itchy with that offhand trigger finger, and his aim wasn't as good.
Okay, so yeah, I'm patching him up. The guy's still unconscious, but I'm like, oh, live. I'm making it look so much more dramatic than it needs to be, but yeah.
Gotcha. So, how do you guys want to wing it from here?
He doesn't see them at all. I mean, I would say that maybe they get an ambush on him.
All right, so we're gonna try to attack the guy. Go ahead.
What do you guys think?
If that's what they want to do, if that's what you guys decide on, you're in contact with each other.
I mean, what's the distance? Is he just right there, or is he like, up on something?
We'll say he is more towards the door up here talking to Rogesh, so he's like medium from you guys right now.
Okay.
Because all your crates are up here in this area.
While we were with the crates, would we probably find some
Guns and mini thermal detonator, yeah.
No. Something that would permanently knock him out from a longer range?
Nothing permanently knocking out. These are all very lethal weapons. They don't generally want passive weapons.
Yeah, I have a goo gun.
Okay.
Yes, goo him.
I can stun him, but stun's only short range, even though I've got sharpshooter.
Yeah, if he's only medium, we can still run up and do that. Because I would have to be at short to. Yeah, I think we can do this.
Yes, ambush attack
Yeah.
Pylon.
I will
Yeah.
also like to just do like maybe a little retcon of information. Not really a retcon so much that I forgot to say. I wanted to throw this in there. It's not in the story, but I wanted to let you guys know. This guy made one of his debuts and became famous from his first job being taking down a Jedi.
Okay.
So, yeah, when he was an apprentice hunter, essentially working for someone, the guy teaching him got taken out, and he finished the job and has been enjoying some success using that. But being that he keeps betraying people, his good graces are running out. So this guy is dangerous.
Do we know the name of the Jedi that he took out?
No, there was never a name given. Just some Jedi.
Renegade Jedi
Could we-
number 32.
Your time is up.
All right, so if you guys want to each take an attack of some sorts on this guy, feel free.
Dara will switch her pistols to stun.
Yeah. So who? Okay. So Dara has ranged. So, and then Nina has a blaster too, right?
Yeah, but sorry, from long distance, there's nothing she can do right now.
Medium, and you can get into short.
Yeah, we're at medium.
Oh, we're at medium. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So
and if you guys want, I'll go ahead and read the description of the general area you're in. You are in E1. So this is the abandoned factory section. I'll just go ahead and give you the little description that they gave us. It's as you enter the darkened mineral processing area, old conveyor belts, centrifuges, and compactors lie forgotten under a thick layer of dust. Smashed crates, an ancient inoperable speeder, and other forgotten remnants litter the floor. Leading out from the cavernous area are a few hidden ladders for climbing, massive exhaust pipes on one side, and a staircase to an abandoned office on the other. And a dim light glows from the room at the top of the stairs, probably not because the guy's out there now. And you're in E1 with the conveyor belts, centrifuges, and compactors. That's what this area right there is. And the G area that I guess is where you're sitting is where the big exhaust pipe is, that where he is hiding. Or where he parks his ship. And the
So
F is
I think
the office.
Dara and Nina go for stun blast. Cavasset goes for some goo on him to keep him from running, and then Erdogan tries to punch him.
I think I may have a better idea. What can I see? What's directly above him?
Nothing in particular, just the ceiling, random pipes. I mean, it's really high up, so not much to do there.
Anything long, like a lamp or a light or something, directly above him?
No, nothing directly above him.
Okay. What if Derek calls a shot to a different part, so he actually has to turn?
Well, no, the whole point, though, is that
even more distracted.
Ragesh has distracted him so that all of you get a free
Oh,
shot
right.
to take him out.
Right,
Okay.
and just I'm looking at this, I think Rogesh is more like here. Sorry. Yeah, because it looks like what I had you talking at was a wall. So yeah, it doesn't change things too much.
Okay. What is he actually standing on? Is he like standing on grates or something?
No, standing on a concrete floor, concrete,
Concrete
steel floor, whatever.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Okay, Dara's going to take a couple of shots with guns blazing. Right, I'm going to suffer restrain first.
Yeah, you were gonna run to short so you could stun blast, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so she's going to
All right,
get
so
in as close as she can.
so that's
what is
short.
it? Hang on 1 second, bear with me a second. She's got sharpshooter. Sorry, sniper shot, so could that... it increases the maximum range of a ranged weapon up to 1 bar per rank. So she's got 1 rank in sniper shot, so can she use it stun at medium?
That doesn't apply to the stun. That doesn't affect the stun quality.
Yes,
No.
stun only can be done at shorts. That's pretty imperative.
Yeah, it's a hard limit.
Right.
Yeah, what
Okay.
sniper shot lets you do is your normal blaster. If it's only medium, you could then shoot it at long with an upgrade.
Yeah,
Right.
it makes it so that you're able to hit things farther away because now you're more steady and accurate. The limit to
Okay.
the stun shot is that it just doesn't go that far.
Okay, that's more or less what I want to know. Okay, yeah, she's going to do a couple of stun blasts at him with guns blazing, if she can.
Okay, you're short?
Yep.
Okay, whatever the difficulty for short is, I think that's 1 purple, right?
Yep.
And it's upgraded twice. And he has... Let me see here. Oh wait, I lied. It's upgraded only once.
So it's just one red.
Yeah, and does soak apply to this?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
It's
And I'm
not
trying
an
to-
active stun quality, it's the stun setting.
Okay, and no defense. I thought the guy would have defense.
Okay.
Remember, David, and I mean, not to retcon or anything, but since this is a published mission and we are a campaign that is, 2 years plus.
Oh, Tommy,
You can
don't
always-
worry. I
okay.
buffed this guy. I
Okay,
just
okay,
missed
great.
giving him
Alright.
defense.
Okay. I'm gonna, since I'm going before him, do I get my oh god, not rapid reaction, Lethal blows.
You're talking about quick strike?
That's the one.
Yeah, you can have your boost for quick strike. He hasn't acted
Cool.
yet.
Cool. Okay, that's what she's going to do. And here comes the shots.
Okay, so
I don't know why I got those extra successes.
take 2 of those off. It's 4 successes.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 successes. Let me look at that.
And 4 advantages.
Do you have anything else? Or what? Just tell me what your total damage is.
8.
For 8 for 1 gun.
It's 12, 13, 14, 15, that's 16. I'm activating my twin, my linked weapons.
So it's hold on. So it's 16 damage from 1 pistol.
Yep.
Okay. So it takes 10 and okay. So 8. And you're doing stun damage, and then
Yep.
you activate your twin link, and you do it again.
Yep.
Oh boy, I'm thinking I needed to.
Can I crit on stun?
You can.
You can.
I can.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Okay.
very, very specific. It's a sidebar that, but you have to flavor it differently. But it says specifically that yes, stun damage, strain damage can be used to crit.
Okay. So I'm going to roll his crit, and I'm adding 2 ranks of lethal blows.
In other words, like if it actually got all maimed, it wouldn't actually maim permanently. It would just for the encounter.
Okay, so 15, 25, 35.
So what's that jam assist?
Oh.
Because I don't have a crit table up.
My responsibilities. Yeah, I need to pull up the book. Just a second.
Yeah, sorry, I haven't really been working you too much. I'll have to make sure to change that in the future.
Negative XP. Okay, so this is under. Should be. Oh gosh, where is it? Conflict. Their environmental effects. There it is. Okay, 35. You said.
Believe so.
Oh, that is amazing. It is stunned. The target is staggered until the end of his next turn.
Okay, so wow. So we have, and that's an easy crit. You said.
That's an easy crit. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll put down crit and then an E in there, and then he is stunned, so he doesn't get his very first turn.
So like
Nope.
right before Dara hits him with that, Ragesh just mentions, "I heard about your stunning success against a Jedi." Bomb.
Oh, God.
So the big thing now is that he could still run. So I don't know. Actually, let's see if we can knock him out with another blast and see.
Yeah,
what
because there's
Nina can
still
do.
other people that get to take a turn here.
Yeah. So Nena will move up to short and give it a shot. It's just the 1 red.
Yeah, it's going to be 1 red. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I should have increased his stuff so much. I thought I buffed him a lot. I was worried about you guys.
You do have a lot of dark side.
Oh, I do. I'm gonna upgrade it. Let's upgrade it. So it's a purple and a red.
Okay, so I need to roll the purple.
And a red. Yeah. Thank you for that, Simon. So you do get success on him. How much damage is that?
Sorry, how many? That's just 2 success, so that's 11 stun.
Okay, so 5, 2, 9. Okay, you're almost getting him. He just this barrage of attacks. This is terrible.
Okay.
I shouldn't have let you guys ambush him.
What happened? You know, Broker's Agents. We get an ambush. The people are dead. I learned that my first time GMing.
Next time I'm just doubling all of their stats.
That would be interesting. So before Erdo goes in for some punchies, Kavasek will run forward and spray some goo on him. Are you going to flip for this one as well?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it doesn't do any damage, but he is he is entrapped, which means he would have to make a hard athletics check if he wanted to move. He'd have to break out of the goose. So there's just like this rapidly expanding foam that surrounds him and encases him, and so he'd have to try and break out if he wanted to move. But he doesn't have an action.
He doesn't have an action, and he can't move, so he is stuck.
Yeah, he is stuck. He doesn't have an action to even try to break out of it. I did take some strain for having done that though. Okay.
Okay, so who is next?
I guess that's technically 4 damage.
So,
I have a lot of successes.
okay, that does nothing to him.
I thought so. Just, Kavasek doesn't want to do damage, but that was a lot more successes than he usually gets, so...
Yeah.
It's a damage 2 weapon, so...
So now I guess it's Erdo's turn. Or Rogesh, since if you guys want to
Oh, no.
try to jump
I'm
in.
just doing... all my stuff was just the distraction, so it's...
I mean, at this point, the guy can't... I mean, I don't know. If you want to try and do something, you can go ahead. But, man, I don't think he's going to live much longer.
I'm pretty sure Erdo can knock him out in, yeah. So
How
that
much?
would be, I think that's 11 Pierce 4 stun damage.
Oh, dear God. Okay.
Oh, wait, let's make that 10 Pierce 4 and knock him down.
10 damage. Pierce 4. So that makes the damage -2, -2. I can't math. Holy crap. I'm just gonna. Yeah, you guys don't have much left on him to get through. You got 2 more damage. I'm pretty sure you got at least 2 damage on him.
Does he have a swoop better than...
He has soak 6 and 2 resolve. So if you do 10 damage. But Pierce 4, he only has 2 soak. Yeah. So you do end up doing 6 damage to him, stun. So yeah, he is knocked out.
So here's an idea. I want to interrogate this guy and also come up with the whole plan of we'll let you live, but we're going to have to fake your death. I've got that thermal detonator. I say that on the one Black Sun guy who was killed, we actually take, we tell Kato, sorry, but we're going to have, it's going to be your hand, but at least it's your hand, not your life. We blow up one of the guys and include the hand in that, so it looks like both Kato and that guy were exploded by the thermal detonator. And then we leave that
crazy? I ain't giving him my hand. He's just trying to struggle against the goo or whatever. He can't really make much of a point to get out.
Yeah. The living Black Sun guy, he was always incapacitated. I just kept him from dying.
Right.
So he'll be left, and that's where we'll leave the note that says the PYKE Syndicate sends its regards.
Okay. But the guy, he's not very keen on the idea of you chopping off his hand.
Well, he can't do anything about it. And
well, I mean, we could just turn you over to the PYKE Syndicate. I'm sure they'll be very, very understanding about your theft.
Who the hell are you people? You don't work for the Black Suns, you don't work for the PYKE, and you just took me out. What is going on here? He's kind
We're
of
giving
wanting
you a second chance on life.
Yeah, but why, okay? People like you don't just come along to help me out without wanting something for yourself. So what's the catch?
Oh, so we do have a catch. You owe us a favor, and we will be coming to collect.
Fine, but you're getting me off Coruscant.
Yep.
And I want my ship too.
You're dead. You're dead to the world. You're gonna have to come up with a new identity.
Fine. Just get it over with.
All right. I'm going to take the hand off, but medically, I'll do it, anesthetic and everything, so it doesn't hurt.
Kavasek
as
goes
much.
into another room as this is happening.
Hey, look on the bright side. You didn't have to kill too many people on the way here.
I didn't kill anyone.
It just sounds so like, please don't try and tell me I killed someone. And I didn't even get to throw the police at you. I was really hoping that would happen at some point. Alright, so it looks like you have accomplished your goal. You have made Kato dead in the eyes of the world. You would get back, report to Chopper. He might be a little disheartened to hear about it, especially since you've probably blown up any of the spice or weapons that were here.
Yeah, we'll say that we actually shoot this place up to make it look like it was a far more dangerous fight than it actually
It was supposed to be a far more dangerous fight.
Yeah, I definitely think any weapons will be going to the rebellion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kavasek, multi-thermal detonators, Kavasek would try to send them on to someone who is more technical to see if there's anything that can be worked out with them. If not, I guess we can just scrap them.
I think R2 could probably work on that.
Yeah.
Rio?
Well, I think R2 is our resident explosion expert at the moment. So
Never give Rio explosives.
Yeah, because
he generally
R2
likes to
is-
explode.
Maybe R2's not the resident explosive expert, but he's also the least likely one to blow up the place.
Yeah, you'll just never get it back if you give him to Rio.
Yeah, Rio likes to explode likes to be next to his explosions when they happen. So it's like, don't want to
Alright.
encourage that.
Okay, now let me see. Did I have? No, that is pretty much it. You have accomplished your task. You've managed to get yourself a nice little contact in the end. I expected that you would do something else. You've stuck with the broker's instructions. It looks like the PYKE were here. The Black Suns are upset. Absolutely super angry. So I think maybe we should move into XP.
Yay.
Can I just a little just side note for my character?
What's up?
When they have him on the ship and stuff like that, she would try and tend to his arm and charm him in the hopes of getting some sort of contacts that might help her out with some of her Black Sun issues.
Okay, well, he's a little gruff to most everyone, but seems to not use such a harsh tone with you and might almost like you. I mean, you guys are part of the people that just totally ruined his rep of being a hard ass and chopped off his arm, and he's not big fans of you, and he didn't have much of a chance, but he realized he was beat.
And I mean, we made it look like there was a big battle, and like he was exploded. I mean, not many people can just survive being exploded, so
Right, gotcha.
I
Anyway.
mean, that's a pretty good way to go, I guess.
Yeah, it's one way to go, but I mean, personally to him, he lived and got beat by you guys, which looked like a ragtag group of Mirialans, Solonians, and Taurans, and a Zeltron. Like,
Yeah, Kavasek is pretty pathetic looking.
he's just not happy with how he was
Not
taken
bad.
down.
Well, it was worth a try. She's
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's more amiable towards you, but right now he's in a very bad place. He's sulking.
all right.
But yeah, good weekend XP. We usually start at like what, 15, 20?
15.
Okay, we'll start at 15. I definitely want to throw out like a good one for all the RP. The RP was fantastic, just overall. I would throw in 2 for managing to just skip a whole section, just like with clever tactics and everything. +1 for sticking to the broker's very specific instructions. So it made things a little bit more difficult, but it's going to help her plans. Anything else you guys want to throw out? I'll start taking some suggestions here.
Well, yeah, just +1 for getting a contact out of Kato instead of just Because we could have still managed
Yeah,
this with him
absolutely.
dead,
That's
but,
good. I do like that.
+1 for the just going at it. We were able to get people into the weapon shipment distraction in the main big bay, so that we were able to ambush them in this way.
Right.
Our plan all came together.
Oh,
Yeah. That was a very crafty plan.
All the information we got about the black hole sun, the black sun's doings that we can give to the broker, which I'm sure the broker can use.
Yes,
all of
that's
that.
good. And I do want to throw out another +1 just for going through this friendly. Like, you didn't leave a trail of corpses and violence. You didn't stir the pot. You did it very casually and stealthy. And I think that should be enough to probably call it right about there.
Yeah, Kavasek is happy.
So what does that put us at? Like 25, 24? 23? It's not a bad haul, I don't think. So I guess next would be MVP and Merp.
We usually do Merp first.
Let's do Merp. What do you guys think?
I know I was muted at the time, but I laughed hard for a good 30 seconds at Kavasek's reaction to the slugs. And there were also really great moments from Kavasek, like the shower and stuff, so I'd like to nominate Kavasek.
Okay, so we have Kavasek, and we have any other nominations?
Yeah, Rogesh for just his crazy ass drunk running in and being the distraction. I think that would also work for MVP, but it was a pretty awesome moment.
Yeah, I think he did really well role playing with the boss and everything at the Sabak table. I did not think Sabak rules were going to come into play, but I like that it did. So I actually have to say thank you to Rogesh for that. Thank you, Tommy. So we have Kavasek and Rogesh. Do you have any other nominations, or let's throw it to a vote? Looks like we're tied. We need something from Dara.
Hang on 1 second. Somehow I got another window open, so bear with me 2 seconds. Right, here we go.
Well, good. Congratulations to Kavasek for Merp.
Congrats.
Now let's move on to MVP. What do we have any nominations for MVP?
Rogesh actually for winning with the gambling bit and the distraction. It helped us all a lot.
Okay, yeah, that did change the entire course of the adventure.
There is flying.
The flying did keep you guys from crashing. There are rules for crashing. So, looks like we have nominations for Dara and Rogesh. Anything else? No? Alright, let's throw it to a vote. Rogesh. Anyone else? We got a couple more people that could vote. Alright, I'll give people like 3 more seconds to get their vote in. 2, 1. Looks like Rogesh. Rogesh gets MVP.
Thanks, guys.
Alright, now let's mop up on obligation, duty, and morality. I don't think there was much going on for Erdo to get conflict. So, I guess if you just want to roll your D10 and take whatever, I don't think there was a whole lot of torture.
Oh, hey, but what about this though? I mean, it's already at the end of the game, but I'm going to flip a Destiny point and say maybe Kato has information, because remember, he did kill a Jedi, on possible ties to surviving Jedi. Just rumors, but something that can alleviate Erdo's obligation slightly.
Oh yeah, he's probably tried to like relive his moment of fame and has been trying to find Jedi all this time. But he hasn't exactly succeeded, but has at least some information on what he's been looking for.
Well, we picked up the Jedi children when we at the end of Shadows of the Veil Part 2, correct?
Well, yeah, but this is more of there are other Jedi children that are still out there. Remember?
I guess so.
Don't forget, you got the artifact.
I think Moro at this point is mostly looking for Rissel, so maybe he's heard a rumor about Rissel.
Yeah.
Okay, I will. It's a pretty low obligation, so I don't want to wipe it out completely. But I'll say you can take off 2 for that, saying that it's eased your mind a little as you've maybe got a lead on Gristle and some other folks. So it's good for obligation. Yeah, you can go ahead and roll your morality. I'm not too worried about that. As for duty, I think there was definitely some acquisitions in there with these weapons that you were talking about. That would be definitely pretty good. If anybody wanted to just give themselves 2 duty, and anybody with resource acquisition, maybe 3 duty.
Cool.
Does that all sound good, Tommy? I'm totally winging it for my system right now. For the system right now.
That sounds good.
Okay.
So
All right.
actually, because we got a lot of really good intel on Black Sun, sure the broker could use it, but also we could share some of that intel with the rebels. Because remember, I mean, Black Sun is on Coruscant. They have to have gotten some information on Imperial stuff.
Oh yeah, you know what? That's a really good idea. If you got intelligence, go ahead and take like 3.
There is going to take 1 for political.
What politically came up?
Okay. You won't take any?
I was just asking. No. I'm okay with you having it. I just want to hear some kind of thing that came up so that I know why.
Or it could have been personal. I'm not quite sure which.
Well, remember, he did say that you could go ahead and add on, if you didn't already have it, to resource acquisition. So you wouldn't get the bonus, but now you do have resource acquisition.
Yeah, there's that. That sounds all really good. And is that it? Is everybody good? We have everything settled?
Is there a credit payout from the broker?
Oh, you know what? Yeah. There was some... Okay, Tommy ended up getting like 1,000 from the credit table. The PYKEs actually paid you each 1,000. And because, for getting the job done as best as possible. And the broker will also supplement all that with getting the job done for her with another 1,000. So 2,000 total to everyone, 3,000 for Tommy.
Oh, I would have shared the winnings, so 2,250 for everybody.
Okay, that's up to Tommy.
2,200. Yeah.
That is his money to do with what he wants.
It's part of the mission. So.
Yeah. Remember to not put that into the thing yet, since the other group hasn't done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brandon's got it all recorded, so.
Okay, good. So that way I can...
I do.
Oh, that's the GM assistant's job. Record all that so you can put it in after.
Okay.
-1
Sure.
GM assistant XP.
Oh no. I think I'm at 0 now.
No, you helped out where I needed you to. You just get your GM assists. All right, and we actually managed to finish up on time, but we needed to cut out like a whole section, so I might need to keep that in mind next time. All right, so I think we're good here. We'll cut the recording. Thank you all for watching. Have a good evening, and stay tuned for the next session.
Yep. Thanks for GMing. This was fun.
Thank you. Yeah.